69th's Facebook record sale, first of the night, and we got a lot going on. I'll get everybody updated in just a second or just a moment. We'll start sharing and getting everything ready. I'm gonna start with these crates when I'm flipping, but I'll do that in just a second. I'll have to take all that. I need a empty crate to put some of these in. Yeah, all these right here. All right. Let's see. Welcome. Let's start getting this shared. Sorry we're an hour late. It's my fault. I'll take the blame. But also, we've just done so much. I think all the records you're about to see tonight is you'll be perfectly okay with us starting late because you'll be seeing records like this all week. If you're on Facebook watching, please go ahead and share the feed. Share that anywhere you can. I'm about to go through and start sharing the link on all the posts. So yeah, really killer records. You can put that one in there too. I hadn't done that one, but the other crates I'll go through first. Where's the Beatles? We were ready. The Beatles, actually, John, I got an entire shelf of Beatles records yesterday from that one purchase. I got an entire shelf of Beatles, entire shelf of Rolling Stones records. Once again, we've bought so much, it's going to be hard for us to even distinguish. It's going to be hard for us to even distinguish one collection from another at this point. Y'all are just going to see records. I'll be able to tell you where some of them came from if that matters to you, or if you're interested. But for the most part, you're just going to be you're going to be just blown away, I hope. At least I think you will be. All right, I got just a couple more places to share this link, and we'll be good. I got to share it on Instagram. And we'll be good to go. All right, I got it all shared on Facebook and all the links shared in comments. Now let's get it shared on Instagram. Share, copy link, and let's go over here and hit there and there, story. Let's use this. Let's use this picture from yesterday. Not that one. Yeah, I guess we'll use that one. Link. All right. Live now. Alrighty. Chat. All right. That's right, R.M. Lazelle. Okay. We're currently pricing new vinyl, which I really hadn't pulled pre-orders, so I don't know. I guess if I'm handed a crate of new vinyl, I'll be able to tell y'all what needs to be pulled out. I'll do that in just a second. We'll go ahead and start with a vintage crate. I'm also talking to y'all and Ed at the same time, so it's kind of confusing. But we'll start with a crate of vintage so we'll know where we're at. And I can go through some new vinyl here in a minute and be able to pull out pre-orders and waiting list so everybody knows where we're at. All right, so here's the deal. I'm trying to figure out the last time I talked to y'all, as in the last time I was live, so I know what's going on. Saturday night. So I'm about to show you some records from a variety of different places. Most of these came from a collection in Crossville and a collection in Tampa, Florida. The day I got back from Tampa, I went to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and also bought an amazing collection, and I'm almost as excited about that than the other stuff we got. So you're going to be seeing a lot of great records. That's all I've got to say. I have an entire crate of stuff over here to sell, including, stuff like The Cure, Smiths, REM, Devo, Dokken, Rush, Guns N' Roses, Van Morrison, Steve Earle, Rat, all the normal suspects. So we're going to go ahead, and we got an entire crate of Japanese stuff that I have not shown or promoted. So you're about to see 4 nonstop hours of great records. First auction, let's go ahead with auctions. Let's start right away because we have way too many. This is a OG 1971 Terre Haute press of Van Morrison's Tupelo Honey. It does have the, is this a poster or insert? I think this is technically a poster that came with this Van Morrison. So this is a copy of Tupelo Honey, Van Morrison. It includes the poster. And this is going to be a $25 start. So there's the poster, green Warner Brothers label. It's a pretty clean VG Plus. It's a pretty clean VG Plus. I'd say almost better than VG Plus. It's borderline to me EX, but that's a $25 start. Van Morrison Tupelo Honey has the poster or a poster. I didn't know this one really came with a poster. This one does. About a VG Plus cover. I think there's been some people waiting for that one. And we have a copy of AC/DC Back in Black. This is a VG Plus. That's also a $25 start. About a VG Plus cover as well. Hard to find a nice cover of that one. So first 2 auctions of the night. Some of the crazy stuff we'll start auctioning right after these. So $25 and $25 start on those. I consider those the warm-up for tonight. Back to, or starting with our first record, Robert Plant, The Principle of Moments. This is 1999. So you'll be seeing records from different places, Crossville, Tampa, and then starting tomorrow, you'll be seeing some insane records, which I hope to have promoted and a video done that we got yesterday in Bowling Green. So this is 1999, Robert Plant, The Principle of Moments. Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits, really nice copy. Has the inner sleeve with it, $34.99. These are usually kind of beat up. This one's pretty nice. Jimi Hendrix Experience Smash Hits, that is $34.99. Loverboy, loving every minute of it, $19.99 for this. Loverboy, loving every minute of it. A couple of these crates are kind of just, we could auction off, or it's just stuff we never see. I think y'all have heard me say those kind of situations before. The one right here behind me, it's just like I couldn't figure out what we needed to auction or what to show y'all. So most of y'all don't even know they're coming, so they're going to be surprises as a bot now anyway. John Fogerty, 1999. First, technically, the first sale of the night. It is. R.M. Lazelle. Loverboy, loving every minute of it. That's sold to R.M. Lazelle. Update on these auctions. We got Van Morrison at $30 with John Porter. This is a VG Plus copy with poster, gatefold, OG label, and AC/DC is at 31 of Kenneth Jank. So 30 and 31 on those. Fog Hat, Full for the City. We don't get this one as often as we do the other records in their catalog. This one's $19.99. Very nice. Full for the City. That one has Slow Ride on it. $19.99. A lot of people's always asking for the album that has Slow Ride. We don't get that one as often. It seems like it's their most popular song, and it's the hardest one to find. REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity. This is a VG copy, $9.99. And we have Ozzy Blizzard of Oz. This is a VG copy, $29.99. A VG copy of Blizzard of Oz. It is an OG, just $29.99. VG copy. It's going to have a little bit of noise and some pops when you listen to it. Foreigner Double Vision. This is a VG copy for $9.99. And we have Electric Light Orchestra, A New World Record, $19.99 for ELO, A New World Record, $19.99. Okay, so R.M. Lazelle got Loverboy. Jesse Hood is first on Foghat. Tanner, that one was $19.99. John Porter was second on that. Stacy was third. Retro Class Entertainment was 4. What is special with the Back in Black? It is AC/DC. That's what makes it special. But no, this is just a U.S. That's the regular U.S. standard OG copy of AC/DC, VG Plus. And high bid on that is Kenneth Jank at 31. That's going once, going twice. So pretty much the final call on that, and final call on Van Morrison as well. Final call on Van Morrison, which was at 30. All right, so Dave Connor was first to REO Speedwagon. Dave Connor was first to REO Speedwagon. John Porter was second, and Randy Scarborough was third. Foghat Live is a VG copy for $9.99. Foghat Live is a VG copy for $9.99. And the Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute, VG, $7.99. Doobie Brothers, VG copy of that, $7.99. Don McLean, American Pie is a VG Plus, $14.99. VG Plus, $14.99. And Journey Escape, near mint copy of this. Very nice. $19.99. $19.99. Aussie still available. So is, what else is in there? And a couple other foreigners. The Best of the Guess Who is a VG copy for $9.99. That's the Guess Who's Hits. VG, $9.99. And Rancid, Let's Go Picture Disc. Rancid, Let's Go Picture Disc, $49.99. Angela Leckington on DB, that's for the Doobie Brothers. Eddie Passeur on J for Journey. And we have, it looks like maybe a few people got froze on Facebook, so let me give the auctions just a few more moments before I sell those. Huey Lewis and the News, this is their self-titled first album. This is $19.99. Huey Lewis and the News, $19.99. Yes, if your Facebook feed happens to freeze, you don't need to notify me or anyone else. If you want to resume buying as fast as possible, just close out of your app and come back and join. Bubby Mercer first to Huey Lewis. And Kenneth Jank, you were second. Supertramp Crime of the Century is a VG Plus, $12.99. Supertramp Crime of the Century, VG Plus, $19.99. And John Porter first on Foghat. John, I'm going to put you down for Foghat Live. Let me know if that's not right. Bubby Mercer got Huey Lewis, and John Porter got Foghat. The first Foghat went to Jesse Hood, the Foghat Fool for the City. That went to Jesse Hood. Okay, I'm going to do a final call on these. The AC/DC Back in Black, which is a VG Plus copy. Final call on that. Kenneth has it for $31. I was just going to make sure everybody was aware of that. And John Porter has Van Morrison for $30. Final call on both of those. Final call. John Porter wanted Fool for the City. Okay, so yeah, that was just a delayed response. So the one you just tagged live, you can put back. The Rancid was called Let's Go. It's $49.99. All right, The Who, Who's Next, is a VG copy for $9.99. The Who, Who's Next, MCA Press, that's a VG for $9.99. And the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Are You Experienced? VG Plus, $24.99. Are You Experienced? VG Plus, $24.99. All right, so this Foghat is still available. As they're writing on the van label, there is somebody's initials right there. Yes. All right, Carol, if you want to bid on that, final call. And I'm going to go ahead and sell. Well, no, never mind. Randy's at 32 on AC/DC. Let's see. Matthew wants the Let's Go picture disc. I'll make sure that Kenneth says pass. So, or actually, where are we at on that? Excuse me. Who asked about this? Yvette. Yvette, let me know if you want that. If not, it goes to Matthew Christ. It goes to Matthew Christ. Okay, Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen is $19.99. Born in USA, Bruce Springsteen, original inner sleeve. That is $19.99. Not ordering Rancid, just answering the guy above me. Never mind on that. So, Yvette, let me know if you want that. And let's sell Bob Seger, Against the Wind. Or, excuse me, I was about to say let's sell AC/DC, but I forgot. Someone just bid, and Axel asked if it's an RL pressing. Let me check. This is Against the Wind, Bob Seger, $29.99. So I can put this back, and this is at, okay, let's check this on, well, I guess we'll have RL mastering. It is. Yeah, STA 8045117-B. Master Disc RL AC/DC. RL pressing. Robert Ludwig. That is a VG Plus. VG Plus cover. Randy has that for $32. We can go ahead and sell Van Morrison. That's the one I was about to sell. To John Porter for $30. That's sold to John Porter for $30. And Yvette does want the Rancid picture disc. All right. So those are sold. Those are sold. And Angela Leckington wants Bruce Springsteen.
John Porter did.
Tupelo Honey for $30. That and the poster. This is sold to Angela, and Yvette gets the Rancid picture disc. Give me a second to take off my hoodie. It's getting warm. We're also working on pulling Also working on pulling new vinyl pre-orders, which is what we're doing now. Next crate will probably be new vinyl. And where was we at on this? Sorry. First auction of the night's always confusing because people start getting on and they don't know what's up for auction. And the first two auctions usually take about a half hour. High bid on that is Randy at $32. And that's going twice, going 3 times. We're in our first crate of vintage of the night. Bob Seger, Against the Wind, was $29.99. And Foreigner self-titled is a VG Plus, $14.99. Foreigner self-titled, VG Plus, $14.99. Let me take off my hoodie. Billy Joel the Stranger, $14.99. Billy Joel the Stranger, that's a nice looking copy. For anybody watching you, like Rob Newton, if you want to buy anything, just comment whatever you want. If you're first, it's yours. I'll let you know if you're second or third or seventh. You can bid on an auction if you want to. I'll give everybody plenty of time. If no one else bids for a while, we go ahead and sell it, which we're going to sell this AC/DC to Randy Scarborough for $32. And also, if you're watching on Facebook, here lately, there's been a lot of connection problems because of the Facebook app. If you happen to freeze, just close out of the app and come back and find us. If you want to watch on Facebook or if you want to watch on YouTube, we're over there as well. And Foreigner is sold to Jesse Hood. Foreigner is sold to Jesse Hood. John Porter, you were second. Somebody wanted, Angela put BS. I think that was for Bruce Springsteen, not Bob Seger. But I'll let her know. She can let me know if that's right. Bad Company, Straight Shooter, EX Condition, $17.99. And Jennifer Dawn Smith wants Billy Joel. That's sold to Jennifer Smith. I did. It was, yeah. Well, if you just want to go in and count off how many people commented, that way we can show them. Yes, she wanted Bruce Springsteen, not Bob Seger. Okay, first couple auctions, or those were the first couple auctions. So let me go ahead and do the next two, which are some pretty cool stuff I hadn't seen in a while. We haven't had in a while. We have Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. This is a near mint copy. Very, very nice. Blue Sky MCA label. This is going to be a $45 start. Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. We pretty much never, ever get any of their stuff, and none of it's in print. And they have been pressing some of it, and they're doing it like in 500 batches at a time. So that's kind of been hard to get. And then Dokken, Dream Warriors, theme from Nightmare on Elm Street 3. This is also we'll start this one for a $45 start as well. 1987 in shrink wrap, $45 start on that. Oingo Boingo is a 1985, let's see here. This is CRC, this is Columbia Record Club on the Oingo Boingo. $45 start on that. And Dawkins also a $45 start. Francis Drennan wants Bad Company. That's sold to Francis Drennan, which was Straight Shooter. And Foreigner 4 is a VG copy, $9.99. Foreigner 4, $9.99. Good Rats Tasty is $14.99. Good Rats Tasty is $14.99. And The Police Zenyatta Mondada, also $24.99. The Police Zenyatta Mondada. Jay Condi wants Foreigner 4. That's sold to Jay Condi. John Porter was second. Ryan Rice was third. Phil Collins, No Jacket Required, $19.99. Brent Rabley's at $45 on Oingo Boingo. And Dokken is at $50 with Chad Duggan. Foghat, In the Mood for Something Rude. This is $14.99. Foghat, In the Mood for Something Rude. $14.99. What year did that one come out? 82. And Journey Infinity is a VG copy, $9.99. VG copy, $9.99. Bob Seger, there's another one, Against the Wind. I guess there's two in here now. $29.99. I'm going to put that one with the other one. And we have Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free, $14.99. Footloose and Fancy Free, $14.99 on that. All right, so Chad Duggan, 50 on Dokken. We already pulled Foreigner 4. Walt Cruz is at 45 on Oingo. Brent was already first. Walt's back in at 47. Rydell Martin wants Foghat, and Alice Lowry on Journey. All right, so feel like we're back into the flow of things now. Three new collections in lately. The stuff we bought yesterday is incredible. It's just unbelievable mint condition 60s and 70s rock albums. We'll start showing that tomorrow. This stuff is from Tampa. That's where a lot of that metal is and alternative. And then we bought that collection in Crossville, which I also have over here. That's a lot of sealed stuff, out of print titles. We're going to be auctioning some of that pretty much all week. These last few collections, so much at once as usual. It usually comes in a big wave when we buy stuff. So I guess my best advice is to tune in all week because there's no telling what we're going to be auctioning when. No rhyme or reason. Kevin Moore, it looks like you were second on Journey. Brent Rabley's at 50 on Oingo Boingo. Jesse Hood wants Rod Stewart and Phil Collins. Craig just shared the track list for you. If you don't have this one, all Phil Collins albums are essentials. That one's $19.99. Rather Be Rockin', this is by Tantrum, $9.99. We have Foghat Stone Blue. Foghat Stone Blue is $14.99, and Leonard Skinner's First and Last, $34.99 on that. All right, this final call. I was about to do Oingo Boingo. This is a nice copy. In shrink wrap, Dokken, Dream Warriors theme from Nightmare on Elm Street 3. In shrink wrap, 1987. Near mint minus. Covers in shrink wrap. Chad's about to have this for $50. Final call. We got a few bidders on Oingo Boingo at $48.52. Jeremy wants the Phil Collins. Sell that to Jeremy. And Vicky Wiley on Leonard Skinner. Those are all sold. All right. Kiss Destroyer is a VG copy for $22.99. Kiss Destroyer is a VG copy, $22.99. That is on the original label. And Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Flood, nice USOG, $64.99. Texas Flood, near mint copy, $64.99. $64.99. Dokken is sold to Chad Duggan for $50. Michael Nath, first on Stevie Ray Vaughan. And high bid on Oingo Boingo is $54. All their stuff is out of print. I don't know when the last time that record was pressed, but it's been a long time. I can assure you that. I don't remember ever being able to order that. I think Club, OG, whichever, on a lot of these, that's not in print. What I've learned, if you ever search a record on eBay, you know, a lot of people just wanting the record, Club or OG, what I've noticed is prices on there for Club sometimes bring as much as the OG, because if you get on Discogs and you look at the different pressings, I guess if you're going to select a different pressing, most people would rather go with the OG, but it seems like on eBay, a lot of people's just wanting the record, the pressing, and it don't really seem like prices vary except on a lot of the metal titles. I've noticed the metal titles with the Club pressings matter, but I was researching some of these prices, and it just seemed like on eBay, a lot of people's just looking for the title. They don't really care if it's a OG Club. On Discogs, there's always a price difference, because if you're going to select a version, it seems like always people's going to pay more for the OG. That's just my thoughts on that. So, but you know, some people prefer the OG pressings. I guess technically they are worth more, but all right. So we have The Cure, and this is a 1987 Club pressing of The Cure, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. This is The Cure, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. Very, very nice 1987 Club pressing, as in near mint. I can't remember the last time I've had this, if we did have it. Maybe a year ago in the Knoxville Metal Collection, which the Knoxville Metal Collection had some stuff like we're selling tonight. I just hardly ever get this kind of stuff in. Club, OG, anything. The new pressings are in print, but $65 start. The Cure, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. 1987 CRC. That is a $65 start. All right. We pulled Michael Knapp's SRV. John Porter wanted the Kiss. That's sold to John Porter. Oingo Boingo's at 56. Zachary Smith on VU. I'm not for sure what that was. Oingo 60. And next we have The Kind. The Kind is $14.99. The Kind, $14.99. Dick Clark, Rock and Roll, 1955 to 1975. is a VG Plus, $14.99. Dick Clark, Rock and Roll. This is a compilation. Really good stuff on here. It's a compilation of rock tracks from 1955 to 1975. That's a VG Plus, $14.99. Joe Walsh, The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get. That's $19.99. And The Doors, Waiting for the Sun. This is a tan Electra label, VG vinyl and VG cover, $19.99 on that. $19.99 for a VG or a near mint one for about $65. The Eagles' Greatest Hits, VG copy. This is $14.99. Michael Ling is at $70 on The Cure. Tom Dearlove was at $65. Oingo Boingo is Dead Man's Party. Dead Man's Party is $62. And that's with Brent Rabley at $62. All right. Next new comment is Wendy Michelle on The Doors. Vicky Wiley on the Eagles' Greatest Hits. And Jennifer Smith next on that. Does The Cure have the original inserts? Let me see what all is in this one. I've seen quite a bit. Let's take a look at it. That's a good question. It looks like it does. There's a lot of stuff in here. So there's two. I didn't get that one back in its sleeve. It's got two poly-lined inner sleeves, which I don't know if those are originals or replacements. But there's both LPs. Vinyl is near mint, and it has both inner sleeves. Yes, it has both lyric inner sleeves. I don't know if there's anything extra, but I can tell you it does have these right here. Just Like Heaven, first track. That's one of their biggest ones, and that's all that's in there. Pretty nice cover to not be a gatefold and to have two LPs in there. About a VG Plus, not bad. Doesn't have a lot of signs of wear, just a couple creases that you normally see with covers like that. And high bid on that is $70. Okay, the comment on Are You Experienced? John Young, this is a VG Plus, $24.99. VG Plus, $24.99. Kind of this tan or orange Electra label, single tone. You missed my call on J.H. Early. I may have. Let me go up to the top here. Let's see. Billy Joel. Let's see. Rancid. Michael Nath, J.H. John Young, I think it's already spoken for. It is. He was pretty early on that. I just overlooked it during all the flurry of comments. This is Michael Nath's for, it's a VG Plus $24.99. That's sold to Michael Nath. Angela Leckenting on JW. That's Joe Walsh. High bid on Oingo Boingo is $65. And The Cure, final call at $70 to Michael Ling. ELO, a New World Record, is $17.99. ELO, a New World Record. Foghat, Energized, is $12.99. The Moody Blues on the Threshold of a Dream. This is a VG Plus $14.99. Sorry, Michael, I didn't see that earlier. Glad you reminded me. If you ever claim something and I miss it, anybody, let me know, because it's very possible on a night when we have this many people watching and auctions, high bidding auctions, as in lots of bids and lots of claims. And Hotel California is a VG copy $14.99. VG copy $14.99. Randy Scarborough wants the Foghat. I'm going to read through the titles in this bin just one more time. Mostly classic rock. There's a couple other things mixed in there. A lot of it's check condition, and I will go through those one more time. I have not sold the Goonies soundtrack. That's in one of these other bins. Vicky Wiley wants Hotel California. Rumors is a near mint copy. It's got the inner sleeve and insert. It is a repress, as in it's not the OG of that, but it is near mint, and that is $34.99. Michael Nath, if you don't want it, it looks like John Porter. I think you missed my request on the kind. Did I? Oh my gosh, Walt Cruz, yeah. I'm missing stuff left and right. All right, I'm about to reset, and next time I go through this crate, I'm not going to miss anything. Oingo Boingo's at $75. We can go ahead and sell The Cure to Michael Ling. Michael, that's yours for $70. And Michael Knapp said John can have Hotel or Fleetwood Mac. John Porter gets the Fleetwood Mac. Okay, Robert Plant, The Principle of Moments was $19.99. Robert Plant, as in the lead singer from Led Zeppelin. I hope you know who that is. And Jimi Hendrix, this is a nice copy of Smash Hits. Does have the original inner sleeve. $34.99 on that. Usually those, like I said, are kind of beat up. John Fogerty, Center Field, $19.99. And Ozzy is still available. How in the world? It's a VG copy, $22.99. Blizzard of Oz. Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley. Let's go ahead and get our next auction. The Cure just sold. Let's do an REM title. REM The Reckoning. This is a 19... Let's see, 1984. See if I can find out what we got here. Does have the inner sleeve. Nice copy. REM The Reckoning. This is a $35 start. REM The Reckoning. Original inner sleeve. Nice cover. Really nice cover. Has this one little, this something actually just stuck to it. Yeah, very nice. That's a $35 start. Another artist. Some of these come and go. This one currently is not in stock / in print. I'm sure it's in print. They're just not available right now. But another artist, we don't get their OG stuff too often. And if we do, as you're about to see, it will be sold pretty fast. Ozzy is sold to Floyd Furman. John Porter 2nd, David Tate 3rd, Angela Lecton 4th, Bill Watt 5th. Foreigner Double Vision was a VG $9.99. ELO, a New World Record, near mint copy of that, $19.99. Don McLean, American Pie, VG Plus, $14.99. Bye-bye, Mr. American Pie. And The Best of the Guess Who. The Best of the Guess Who. And that's a VG $9.99. Hendrix went to John Young, not John Porter. Hendrix. I think the Hendrix went to Michael Nath. Yeah, Michael Nath got the Jimi Hendrix. Supertramp, Crime of the Century is a VG Plus, $12.99. And the Who, Who's Next? That's a VG copy, $9.99. VG copy, $9.99. REM is at 36 with Axel Horn. Jeff bid 35. John Porter on 4. That's Foreigner Double Vision to John Porter. Bubby Mercer, you were second. And I'm going to update everybody on the Oingo Boingo. Dead Man's Party, Brent Rabley is at $75. Going twice, going 3 times. Oingo Boingo, $75. Final call on that. REM is at 36. Foghat Live, VG copy, $9.99. And Bob Seger Against the Wind. We got 2 of those in there, $29.99. Bob Seger Against the Wind. Good Rats Tasty is $14.99. The Police is still available. Zenyatta Mondatta, $24.99. $24.99. We got John Young, John Porter's. Got the Rumors. The Rumors went to John Porter, yes. He said John can have it. He was talking about Rumors, which Michael Nath asked about and then John Porter claimed. So I will repeat. Rumors went to John Porter. Michael Nath got the Jimi Hendrix Are You Experienced. Rather Be Rockin' Tantrum is $9.99. And Foghat Stone Blue, that is $14.99. Okay, John Porter on Fog. That's not Foreigner, so that's a new claim. That's for Foghat Live. That's sold to John Porter. Greg, The Police Condition. The Police is really nice. Original inner sleeve, near mint minus. That is $24.99. Okay, I just seen a bid on REM, and that reminds me, I need to end The Police. So Foghat, last claim was Foghat Live. That's sold to John Porter. I'm going to go ahead and sell Oingo Boingo to Brent Rabley for $75. Greg Preston, The Police is yours if you want it. And then Austin, Cokel's Music Hotel on the Good Rats. If that's a claim, let me know. I think you're a first-time buyer. If you want that, let me know, and I will tag that for you and give you first-time buyer instructions. Yvette's at 40 on REM. Tyler Browning wants The Best of the Guess Who. Sherry Darnell on Foghat Stone Blue, and Greg Preston does want The Police, Zenyatta Mondatta. Yvette is also at $40 on REM The Reckoning. That is going now. That means Axel and Jeff, you're both out on that. And I think we're caught up. Okay, Dick Clark, Rock and Roll Compilation, VG Plus $14.99. ELO, a New World Record, was $17.99. And Moody Blues, In Search of Lost Chord, VG Plus $14.99. First time on YouTube, I bought over the weekend on Facebook. Okay, if you remind me of your name on Facebook, and we will tag this for you, Austin. I guess it's Austin Cokel, I guess, right? That's so to you. Thank you, and welcome back. Final call on REM at 40. Time for a new crate. That was a good way to start. I had picked that one out. Do we have maybe some new vinyl ready? If so, I'll show those. We got the docking box sets in. We got Fastway in. And let me grab our next auction because it looks like we're still bidding on that. King Diamond. Somebody asked about this. We had 2 people inquire. Somebody just asked if we were going to auction it or it would be in a bin. And I said, we'll definitely auction it. Then we had somebody ask the label. And I think at first glance, based on what I've seen, this is a 1988 USOG of King Diamond. Them. The vinyl, we don't have any Condition notes. We don't have any condition notes on this. It's about an EX Plus. Has a couple scuffs there. And, you know, a little bit of sleeve scuffing right in there. Not a pristine copy. It's very nice. 87 Road Racer, them, King Diamond, original inner sleeve. It is in shrink wrap, and that's a $65 start. 1988, that's a $65 start. $65 start on that. Austin Cokel. Okay. Can you look into the Rush Permanent Waves? Not on my invoice. We will check on that. Make a note for Marty Ellis Permanent Waves box set. We will do that. REM a club. REM, I couldn't find any. 84 distributed. Yeah, right here. CRC. Yes, this is a club pressing. REM is a club pressing. Got it kind of, well, so I guess it's not hidden. Usually it's like right in here, Columbia House or something. CRC on that. That is, Axel, I've got you at 41 on that. Yvette, you're out at 40. All right. Okay, King Diamond is a $65 start. All right, let me set these over here. I don't think we have the Soundgarden ready for tonight. I know it's not in any of these bins, so I don't think we'll be putting that one up for auction tonight. The Soundgarden Blue Vinyl OG. I know that's nowhere in my vicinity. That is nowhere around me, so that is not going to be auctioned tonight. All right. Final call on REM. $65 start on that. New bin, vintage stuff. I really don't remember what's in here, but we're about to show it again. Deep Purple, who do they think we are? This is a VG copy for $12.99. Original label. Green Warner Brothers, VG $12.99. Journey Evolution is a VG Plus $14.99. The Moody Blues, To Our Children's Children, $14.99 on that. Yvette's back in on REM at 45. Frampton Comes Alive, VG Plus $22.99. And James Taylor, Greatest Hits, VG copy $14.99. James Taylor's Greatest Hits, VG copy $14.99. Yes, we do have new vinyl. I'll do that after this box here. After this crate, I will do those. All right, Axel, let me know if you're in on REM. Yvette has it for 45. Lost Chord was a US. I do have new vinyl. John Porter on Journey. Brandon Butler, Peter Frampton. And Jennifer Smith on JT. Jennifer Smith was first on that, then Robert, then Vicky. And that was James Taylor's Greatest Hits. All right, some of these I'm going to move through pretty fast. If no one bids right away, I'm going to go ahead and end them, like King Diamond Them. $65 buy it now if anybody wants it. $65 buy it now if anybody wants it. Soundgarden, it's not a tease. It'll be tomorrow. I just kind of forgot about it. I've bought so many records lately. I kind of forgot I had an OG Soundgarden in the back. So I kind of did. Forgot all about it. And that Bush too. That was just some stuff I bought, found, and like, here they are. Deep Purple is a VG copy, $12.99. Green Warner Brothers label. Final call on that. King Diamond, $65 buy it now if anybody wants it. And somebody asked about the Smiths. There's a couple in here. Let me see which one we have first. Here's what I have in the auction bin. The Cult, Talking Heads, the Smiths, Velvet Underground, Devo, REM. There's the first Smiths record, so let's do that one first. The Smiths, The Queen is Dead. 1986. Let's see here. Manufactured under Columbia House under license. The Smiths, The Queen is Dead. Nice copy. Gatefold. I don't get any kind of version of this ever in. Club, US, Sire, Rough Trade. This is a $95 start. The Smiths, The Queen is Dead. 1986. Gatefold. Club. $95 start on that. $95 start on that. I have not put up any Celtic Frost or Guns N' Roses. John Mincemore wants the King Diamond for $65. John, that's sold to you for $65. Thank you. Pretty good deal. Can't believe there was no other interest on it. Brent said Talking Heads. Floyd wants the Deep Purple. That's sold to Floyd. And Sean also on Talking Heads. Lots of people on Talking Heads. We'll do one of those next. Smith's is a $95 start. REM, The Reckoning. Looks like it's going to go to Yvette for $45. Final call. Final call. Bryan Adams. Reckless is $19.99. Bryan Adams Reckless, nice copy. Original inner sleeve. That is $19.99. Bryan Adams Reckless. And Bad Company, $19.99. Bad Company, $19.99. Self-titled first album. Swan Song. I think with all these in here I'm showing, I really can't remember. I think these are from what we bought in Tampa, Florida. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure on that. Club Stone on Bryan Adams. Let's go ahead and sell REM to Yvette for $45. REM, $45 to Yvette. Smith's, $95 start. You can bid now. You can wait for me to end it and make it a buy it now. And if you do that, it'll be a first come, first serve. That's what we do on the auctions. Asia is a VG copy for $9.99. Tyler Bond is at $95 on the Smiths. That's going once, going twice. I'm going to go ahead and get the next auction. If I only see one person bidding, we'll sell it pretty fast. If there's somebody else interested, we'll keep it as long as we need to keep going. But, what's that? Club Stone. Club Stone, can you let us know your name, please? We have forgot again. The Talking Heads. This is a USOG. Talking Heads. Speaking in Tongues, near mint copy with original inner sleeve. Very, very nice. Speaking in Tongues. And I can't remember which ones I've shown in hot pictures. That is Jeff McIntosh. Last name. I think it's Jeff McIntosh. I can't remember though. $35 start on this. I can't remember which ones we've shown. I don't know what I've posted. Flip videos, I really can't remember. Axles at 96 on the Smiths. REO Speedwagon. You get what you play for. That's a VG copy, $17.99. And Saturday Night Fever is $19.99. I'm telling y'all, y'all have been watching our shows for some of y'all years now. Going on 3-4 years. I've bought tens of thousands of records. I've bought thousands just this week. The reason we was willing to take a trip all the way to Tampa, Florida is when this seller sent me pictures of his spines, like I have so many people do. And I saw stuff like the Smiths. How often do we put records like this up for sale? Almost never. This stuff here in Tennessee, it was just so hard to find. It is so hard to find. Just a lot of people in 1986 here in Middle Tennessee was not listening to the Smiths. We have to go out of state, sometimes thousands of miles, to be able to buy collections that have albums such as the Smiths. I think y'all know this. We just don't get artists like the Smiths or REM. They just don't come through very often. Just stuff we don't get. Now, if you're in other parts of the country, you might see those records. But around here, I've been into a lot of record shops too. You'll see them. They come up occasionally. They're not going to be around for long. Just something we don't get too often. Julian Lennon, The Secret Value of Daydreaming is $14.99. Julian Lennon, The Secret Value of Daydreaming in shrink wrap and hop sticker, $14.99. Then and Now, The Best of the Monkees in shrink wrap, $24.99. Then and Now, The Best of the Monkees, $24.99 in shrink wrap, the 20th anniversary collection. The Marshall Tucker Band, Carolina Dreams, $24.99. Marshall Tucker Band, Carolina Dreams, $24.99. Talking Heads, high bid is $36, $39, $44, $40, $40, $48, $50, and $53. And Led Zeppelin is a VG copy, $24.99. VG copy, $44.99. Okay. Smiths, I think someone asked the condition. Brent, it is near mint, as in original inner sleeve. It is a near mint copy. Very, very nice. Okay. Brian Hummel on Led Zeppelin and John Porter on Marshall Tucker. Actually, Vicky was before. Let me go back up to the top and make sure I didn't miss anything. Vicky is MT and Marshall Tucker is second. Okay, and Brian Hummel, you were first to that. So John Porter, you were second to Marshall Tucker. All right. And Bob Seger Live Bullet is a VG Plus, $24.99. I'm on the verge of blocking 2 or 3 different people in the feed, so fair warning. I want everybody to watch and enjoy watching our shows, but after 2 to 4 negative comments, you're about to be removed. Talking Heads, high bid on this is Brent Hall at $56. When it comes to pricing and something's being sold at auction, it's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it. Pricing is subjective to the buyer. We put stuff up for auction. It brings whatever somebody's willing to pay for it. If you don't like what people are spending with their money, I'm sorry. We've been selling records on here for years. I mean, I can't help it if you don't like what stuff sells for. Some people get frustrated because, I don't know, they can't buy it, so they get frustrated when records start selling, so I don't know. Footloose, VG Plus $14.99. Usually, we just remove those people, so. Apocalypse Now is a VG Plus $29.99, original soundtrack. Apocalypse Now, VG Plus $29.99. Rob Schindel, first on Footloose. Rob Schindel, first on Footloose. Next was Jennifer Dawn Smith. Okay, Smith's is not going twice, going 3 times. Or is it? Who has the high bid? Tyler Bond does. Yes, so I guess we should say going twice, going 3 times. Going twice, going 3 times on this. Smith's. Also, whenever we get an incredible record collection in, we have people come out of the woodworks who thinks they're experts, and we usually just remove them, and we go about our business here. So, Talking Heads is at, and I just want to update. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked, but when everybody's removed, I'll be a lot better. Brent Hall is at $56. Next is, I don't think there was a claim. Yes, there was. Apocalypse Now. Michael Nath. Thank you, Michael Nath. Apocalypse Now. Okay. Smith's is at 101. Billy Squires, a VG copy, $9.99. VG copy, $9.99. Don't Say No. And Cheap Trick at Budokan is a VG Plus $14.99. Cheap Trick at Budokan, VG Plus $14.99. And as it should, it has the booklet with it. Yes, VG Plus $14.99. Rydell Martin on Billy Squire. Brent Hall's at 62 on Talking Heads. And Alabama The Touch. Alabama The Touch, $9.99. And the Country Sampler, $9.99 as well. The Country Sampler. Jerry Lee Lewis, Farron Young, Reba McEntire, Statler Brothers, and Tom T. Hall. That is $9.99. Adam Stein said, "Can you remove me, please?" No, I'm not going to remove you, Adam. I'm not going to remove a lot of y'all. If I did, we wouldn't be in business. Bad Company is $19.99. Run with the Pack. Bad Company is $19.99. Yeah, another thing is condition. You know, when you're researching prices, I think most of y'all know how to buy records by now. But if we're going to put something up for auction, I rarely don't put a VG copy up for auction. When something's near mint, you know, it also carries a premium, and you got to watch that with pricing, especially if something's sealed, etc. You know, you got to, you know, that's another thing. So you can't just go by a median or a low or even a high. Depends on the actual grade of the record. Okay, back up to the top. So we had Billy Squire. Next new comment was Sean Foxborough on Cheap Trick. That was Sean Foxborough, Cheap Trick. Rydell Martin on Alabama. And Angela Leckington on Bad Company. That was a nice copy. The foil on this is usually kind of messed up. Has a lot of wear. That one's very nice. And Francis Drennan on the Country Sampler. Never seen near mint copies. Queen's Dead. So it's definitely worth $100 million. Exactly. Exactly. Smith's is at 105. Let's see. Wolf's Council next on Bad Company. Pablo Cruz. Let's see. David Tate, you were second on Alabama. Grant put the outfield. I think Grant got excited. I don't think I've had an outfield record yet. Okay, and then Alabama. Here's another Alabama. So this will be for the next Alabama. This is their greatest hits, $14.99. Let me find all the bids and the comments. Brent Hall. So let me get an update for everybody. Get back to normal speed here. Talking Heads, Speaking in Tongues is a $62 for Brent Hall. Near mint copy. This is a USOG with original inner sleeve. High bid on this is Brent Hall's for $62. Brent Hall's is at $62. The Smiths, We had 101, and I think I saw 105 around there somewhere. I did. Jeff McMaster at 105. The Smiths, The Queen is Dead, is at 105. This is a 1986 club pressing. Very clean. It's near mint gatefold. I think this is the first time I maybe had this record. Possibly the first time. And all of my travels. Jennifer Smith on Alabama. Francis Drennan was second. David Tate was third. Tom's out on the Smiths. Led Zeppelin 2 is a 77. Let me make sure on that. Yes, this is a 77 pressing. The 5-digit reissue. $44.99. Wow, this is nice though. Very, very nice. $44.99. $44.99 on that. Okay, let's see. Axles at 106 on the Smiths. And I guess I can go ahead and sell the Talking Heads. Because I'm ready. I've got an entire crate of awesomeness to auction off. Yes, Brent Hall gets Talking Heads for $62. Can't have enough Talking Heads. All right, let's see what else I got here. Somebody said something about metal, like Celtic Frost. Let's see what we got here. Some of these you're going to have to bear with me because this is a kind of a new genre to me. Not a new genre, but some new records. I'm not as versed in this. Celtic Frost, Tragic Serenades, Gold Stamp Promo. I've got a price, which is what we thought would be pretty competitive for active Discogs and eBay listings, but I'm going to start this one where we might can entertain a few new bidders. I'm going to start this one a little lower than I anticipated. This is about a VG Plus copy. Actually, he put EX on it. I'm going to call it VG Plus EX. This is Celtic Frost Tragic Serenades. The Gold Stamp Promo. What year are we looking like here? 86. Let's start this one for $35. $35 on that. Celtic Frost, Tragic Serenades. That's a $35 start. I'm going to call the cover VG, and I'm going to call the vinyl VG Plus to EX. EX. All right. Let me go ahead and take off Robert Sertain. Well, he don't have anything better to do, does he? Okay. Let me block him on Facebook, and then add to block list in Restream. Yeah. Oh no, I might have you do it because I can't. My feed moves and I have trouble with that. All right, final call on the Smiths is, or new bid on the Smiths is at 108. And I missed a claim on Led Zeppelin, which was Kenneth Jank. Led Zeppelin wanted Kenneth Jank. I think I accidentally blocked someone else, so you might want to check on that. You might want to go to our block list. I think I accidentally blocked somebody else right then. Mel Gibson, my fingers are. I can't click on that little tiny arrow. Mel Gibson is Mad Max, $24.99. And the Beatles 62 to 66 is a VG Plus $34.99. It's probably some guy who wishes he could buy these records and he can, or he's jealous. And I mean, we run into that a lot. Rogue Wave, is that what this says? Rogue Wave, Descended Like Vultures, 1999. Rogue Wave 1999. I think I may have accidentally blocked Craig. I don't want to block Craig, and I may have accidentally done that. Do what? You did block. Okay, yeah, I think I did. So luckily I didn't on Restream, but we can do that on Facebook. Rogue Wave Descended Like Vultures, 1999. This is on colored vinyl, 1999. We also have a lot of, not a lot, I have some people on here who have other record stores and they're friends. But we also have people from other parts of the country that find us that are record sellers, and they try to sabotage us almost. They don't like what we do here because we're successful at it, so they try to sabotage us. The White Stripes, White Blood Cells is $39.99, but I think a lot of y'all are smart enough just to ignore those people. $39.99 on White Stripes, White Blood Cells, and Eagles of Death Metal, Heart on what? I don't know. Maybe just Heart on, what's that supposed to mean? Beat. This has the 45 and it's on red vinyl. That is $49.99. All right, so back up to the top and make sure I hadn't missed anything. We'll work on getting Craig unblocked. I hope we did the other loser. Maybe he's gone. Celtic Frost 35, 35, 35, 40, 40, 42, 45, 44. Smiths was at 110. Celtic Frost 46. Celtic Frost 45. Smiths is at 111. Smiths is at 115. Celtic Frost 47. 47. Smiths is at 118. Michael Nath wanted the Beatles comp. That sold to Michael Nath. RM Lazelle on WS, which was White Stripes. That sold to RM Lazelle. Celtic Frost is at 48. We've already sold White Stripes. Adam Stein wants the Eagles of Death Metal, and Brent Hall was second. Brent Rabley was third. Let's see here. Celtic Frost out. Smiths is at 125. Okay, Smiths is at 125 with Axel Horn. Queen is Dead, Near Mint Club Pressing, super nice. Been a war going on quietly on the background for the Smiths. And this is Queen is Dead. High bid on that is 125 to Axel Horn. And then Celtic Frost, looks like we're still getting bids. About a VG cover, has some wear, gold stamp promo. Vinyl was VG Plus to EX. We just got a new bid of this for $50. New bid on that for $50. Okay, we got to the Pauses, which is $14.99 unbuilding. The Pauses unbuilding. This is colored vinyl. I think we're going to start getting to some of this stuff from the collection I bought in Crossville, which was a lot of some new pressings. Some stuff I'm not familiar with, so bear with me if I'm trying to figure out the titles. And Red Meat. Bunny Gets Paid, $19.99. Red Meat, Bunny Gets Paid, that's $19.99. And Seago Sucks. Clear vinyl, $19.99. Seago Sucks. Abstract edition. Clear and black, color and color, 3D lenticular cover. Wow. Wild looking vinyl. All right, that's $19.99. Did we figure out Craig? I think Tanner's working on it. I know how to do it from my mobile phone, but Tanner's working on that. Craig is in, he's blocked. Craig, I'm sorry we had some, I don't know what word to describe him, that just trying to, he was really distracting to me. So I got him off, but then we accidentally blocked Craig. So how much was Rogue Wave? Rogue Wave is $19.99. Sorry, Craig. One more record in here, which is Alabama. The closer you get, VG Plus $7.99. It has Dixieland Delight on it. All right, I'm going to do a final call on some of these auctions. Dwayne is at 53 on Celtic Frost. Going twice, going three times. Going twice, going three times. And the Smiths, the Queen is Dead. The Smiths, the Queen is Dead. Jeff McMaster's at 130. And I think that means Axel Horn, you're out on that. First to Alabama was David Tate. First to Alabama was David Tate. Sherry, you were second. Jeff McMaster, you were third. All right, I'm going to flip through these titles one more time. Not much left after we go through these crates the first time. Let me adjust my neck. Sorry if y'all had to heard that. Need to know the Smiths Dead Wax. Sure thing. Smiths is at, let's see. We have W1-254-26A-1A. W1-25426A-1A. Nice copy. And to continue on that one, we need more than 130, which is what Jeff McMaster's at. Final call on Celtic Frost at 53 with Dwayne. All right. And then next new comment is Jeff McMaster on the Pause. Was that a record in here? It is. Jeff McMaster on the Pause. Jeremy, you were fourth on Alabama. And I will put up the other Celtic Frost in just a moment. Yes, I got a request for Merciful Fate next. Okay, here's what's left in here. Final call on Celtic Frost. They're still bidding on the Smiths. The Moody Blues is $14.99 to our children's children. Bad Company is still available. And I think somebody asked earlier, and it is still available. It's a nice copy. Near mint, $19.99 on Bad Company, self-titled. Kevin asked about it. So yes, Kevin, is still available. Nice copy. It's yours if you want it. I overlooked your comment, but I knew I would come back to it. Asia self-titled is still available. It's a VG copy for $9.99. REO Speedwagon Live is a VG copy for $17.99. Saturday Night Fever, $19.99. Saturday Night Fever is $19.99. And The Secret Value of Daydreaming, Julian Lennon, that's $14.99. Bad Company is sold to Kevin Willis. Kevin Willis gets that. That was my comment earlier too. I think Kevin did ask about it a while back for Mark and Kevin. Kevin asked about it, then Mark, I seen your comment, and then Vicky was third, Stephen fourth. John Porter wants the REO Speedwagon. Let's go ahead and sell Dwayne the Celtic Frost. That is sold to Dwayne for $53. Don't get that too often. That's the first time I've ever had that one. And I guess Jeff McMaster, let me know if you're out on the Smiths, because Axel's back in at $140. Floyd Furman wants Asia. Let's grab that Merciful Fate record. I don't know if I can show the cover too long on Facebook. It's kind of questionable. This is a 1982 Holland Merciful Fate, which is, I believe, their self-titled first album. We're going to need I'll start this one at 105. Merciful Fate. We don't have any condition notes on the vinyl. Let me take a look at it. It's EX Plus. Yeah, there's nothing on here that makes it check condition, but it's not pristine. So EX Plus on this. Merciful Fate 82 Holland. 105 on that. 105 on that. Kind of got a wild cover on it. Can't. I'll show it quickly on Facebook. I can show the back. Boy, he's a scary looking guy, isn't he? King Diamond. Michael's at 105. Jeff's at 150 on the Smiths. Preston wants the red meat. That's right here. Michael Ling's at 105 on that. Okay, then and now, the best of the Monkees. The 20th anniversary collection contains their original classics as seen on MTV. $24.99. Live Bullet is a VG Plus $24.99. Mel Gibson is $24.99. And Rogue Wave Descended Like Vultures, $19.99. And Seago Sucks, that's self-titled on clear vinyl, $19.99. All right, so final call on the Smiths now that Axel's out. Jeff McMaster is at 150 on the Smiths. Final call. Merciful Fate's now at 107, now 110. Anybody else on this crate? I'm going to condense it with the other stuff. Not much left in the other crate as well. And let's go through that. All right. Empty crate. Do we have new vinyl over here? I believe we do. We need to go through some of that. Is these what are left in this one here? Okay. All right. Tanner says should be. I think we're still working on trying to unblock Craig. If you go to, I don't know how to do it. I'd have to do it right quick on my phone. Craig is still on YouTube, though. Craig, we'll get you unblocked, I promise. Wow, we got Carolina bidding against Michael. We know this is going to be a good auction. When we got Carolina bidding against Michael. This is going to be entertaining. Final call on the Smiths is at 150. 15-second warning on that. I think everybody that was bidding was done. Okay, a few new vinyl selections for tonight. I've only got one. I hadn't seen this in a while. Sonic Youth Live, $33.99. Sonic Youth Live, $33.99. We have Love and Rockets, Seventh Dream of Teenage Heaven. These are, I think these are $33.99. Love and Rockets, Seventh Dream of a Teenage Heaven. I don't know if those were on an invoice, Ed, but I don't have a sticker on those. Okay, those are $33.99, I'm pretty sure. Love and Rockets. I've got two different, and I also have Express. I'm pretty sure that's what those are supposed to be, but I'll let you know if anybody wants one. I've got two different Love and Rockets albums, Express and The Seventh Dream of Teenage Heaven. Okay, let's go ahead and sell the Smiths for $150 to Jeff McMaster. Walt Cruz wants both Love and Rockets. Dana Wright also wants one. Those are $33.99. They're not sticker Tanner, but we'll give Walt both of those. And then Dana, let me know which one you want. High bid on Merciful Fate is now at $116, $33.99. If you happen to freeze, try to close out of your app and come back as fast as humanly possible. I promise you won't miss. You'll miss a little, but you won't miss a whole lot if you do it as fast as you can. All right. We have next auction, Death Angel, Frolic Through the Park, 1988 USOG in shrink wrap with hype sticker, $55 start. Death Angel, Frolic Through the Park. This has the original insert with it. And it has the original Enigma inner sleeve. $55 start on that. Death Angel, Frolic Through the Park in shrink wrap and hype sticker. Alrighty. Next is I Seen Express. What was the other? The other is Seventh Dream of a Teenage Heaven. These are new reissues. These are new reissues. I have not auctioned any cult records. No, I haven't. Deftones White Pony, $31.99. Deftones White Pony, $31.99, just as a standard issue. And where are we at on Merciful Fate? Carolina's at $117 and Michael's at $115. So $117 and Dwayne was at $116. So the high bid on Merciful Fate is at $117. High bid on that's at $117 with Carolina. Bob Riker wants the Deftones. Then Dana, just let me know if you want both Love and Rockets. Most people's been buying them as a pair. They're both new reissues that came out. And Dwayne is at $55 on Death Angel. $55 on Death Angel. All right. The Sonic Youth, it's called, it's Goo, isn't it? Yeah, it's Goo. I don't think it's a live album. Sonic Youth Goo. And that is $33.99. All right. Well, these came back in stock this week, and we do have some still to claim. REM Eponymous is $29.99. Here's everybody who's already claimed one. I don't have that list. Did we have that? Or we don't. Well, we don't have that one made yet. You probably know if you claimed one on Facebook this week. REM is $29.99. If you don't have one of those already, I've got 1, 2, 4. I got 6 left. REM Eponymous, $29.99. REM Eponymous, $29.99. $29.99. Michael Ling's out, even though he's paying for it. Carolina's at $117 on Merciful Fate. Amazing. I love it when husband and wife and girlfriend and boyfriend are bidding against each other. That's competitive. $117 on that. Dwayne is at $55 on the Death Angel. Nice copy in shrink wrap, $55. Let's see, what's the word at the top right of Sonic Youth that's covered up? LP. LP. New release from Music on Vinyl. This is one of those, it's not quite like Warrant, but it's close. You might want to grab one. Fastway, 40th anniversary, limited to 1,000 on red vinyl, $44.99. Fastway, 40th anniversary, red vinyl, limited and numbered, $44.99. We had a pre-order on this. The pre-order was Scott Smith, David Schroeder, Terry Myers, Kevin Jordan, Brandon Jackson, Chris Wood Sr., Waylon Tarvested, Dwayne Sevilla, George Buchanan, and Brian Van Leerberg. Maybe. All right. Ryan Anderson says he'll take the Sonic Youth. Doug Jeppesen on a Fastway. John Missmoyer at 65 on Death Angel. We already had a bid of 65. Or no, we had a bid of 55, so you're at 65. 15-second warning, the longest 15 seconds in the world. Carolina has that for 17. And I don't try to say Carolina's last name. I just call her Carolina. Fastway is $44.99. Limited, red vinyl. Limited colored Music on Vinyl stuff in this genre. Usually hot commodities. I've got several. 2, 4, 6, 8. I got 9 of those left. New bid on Death Angel is at 66. Charles, those will be in today. Those will be in today. Merciful Fates at 117. Final call. I'm about to sell it. Sorry, I had to check. I wanted Love Rockets and Seventh Dream. Okay, so you just want Seventh Dream. You don't want Express, right? Dana wants Seventh Dream. Doesn't want Express. Okay. So there's not much in that crate. We sold the other stuff. It's just one copy of Love and Rockets left, unless she wants it. The Fastway Music on vinyl is $44.99, and then the restock of REM, which we've already sold, I think, 15 of them through the Facebook post. That's what I have left for $29.99. John and Dwayne's bidding on Death Angel, and as soon as I come back, I'm pulling the Merciful Fate. I'm going to grab a new crate of records. Let me figure out which one I had pulled. I did see Elvis. I saw an Elvis comment, but we don't have any Elvis records yet. So, this is a lot of stuff from that collection in Crossville. No, I already have Express. Okay. Did I give her the right one? Yes. Okay, so yeah. All right, let's go ahead and sell Merciful Face. Congratulations to Carolina. That's a free record for you. Michael got outbid. He still has to pay for it. 117 for Merciful Fate. That is sold. Death Angel's now at $72. Let me read you some of the titles we still got in our auction bin. I've got The Cult, Velvet Underground, Devo, REM, The Smiths, Devo, X, The Cult, U2, The Cure, B-52s, Rush, Voivod, Pretty in Pink, Susie and the Banshees, Celtic Frost, Guns N' Roses, Simple Minds, Flock of Seagulls, Simple Minds, The White Yoakum, Echo and the Bunnymen, Merciful Fate, Steve Earle. Let's do that one because y'all don't know I have it. Let's do a surprise. Man, there's a lot of people who ask about this. It's not in print anymore, or it's not available right now. I mean, I just don't think I don't think they've put it out of print, but I just hadn't got any in a long time. Steve Earle, Copperhead Road, in the original inner sleeve. This is a near mint copy, OG in shrink wrap. $45 start. Steve Earle, Copperhead Road. It says made in Canada on the back, but it's got all the markings. Yes, this is a Canadian press. This is a Canadian press. $45 start for that. Steve Earle. High bid on Death Angel. John Mincemoyer is out. Dwayne bid 72. Request for Cult, Devo, X, GNR, Dwight, Overkill, and Steve Earle's getting bid. So final call on that. Some really cool records in here. Some stuff that's out of print and a lot of stuff I've never seen before. New pressings. Except Deep Purple. This is $26.99. There's some OG stuff in here too. It's a mixed crate. Repress label. I think this is a repress label. That might have been on Green Warner Brothers. It's around that era they were transitioning over. 75. That probably might be the original label on that. $26.99. Don't Be Long. Make Do and Mend. Don't Be Long. $17.99. Acid Dad. $69.99. Clear blue vinyl. Acid Dad. $69.99. I'm going to have to figure some of these out. This says Peach Club. Emerosa. Peach Club. $49.99 on pink splatter vinyl. Hot Flash Heatwave. Soaked. $19.99. Billy's like, these are Billy's records. Billy, I told you when I was looking through a lot of these, I didn't know what they were. City Music, Kevin Morby. $39.99. White orange vinyl. And we have Buck Meek. And this is $24.99. That's a pretty color orange. I like that. $24.99. All right, Steve Earle. Vicky Wiley's at $60. We can go ahead and sell Death Angel to Dwayne Sevilla. I'm familiar with Death Angel. I'm not familiar with Buck Meek. But Steve Earle, Copperhead Road, high bid is now $60. I know Beck, this one is probably the hardest one to pronounce. Guerrero, maybe. That's a near mint copy from 2016, $39.99. Steve Earle. Let's do a Cult record. We'll do this one because they just announced a reissue, and people are always wanting to, they're always wanting a copy. So I'm glad they're finally reissuing it. This is the Cult Love, near mint copy, $45 start. This is an 85 club pressing. and it does have the original inner sleeve with it. Does have the original inner sleeve. This is the Cult Love, $45 start, near mint, highly requested band. Okay, first claim out of here is Michael Cunningham, is that right? Yeah, Michael Cunningham on Beck. Michael, I promise I will get with you tonight on those other records you've asked me about. I've been kind of not in the store for the last 3 days, traveling and whatnot. Preston says we accidentally blocked him on the sale as well on Facebook. How did I block all these people accidentally? Yeah, I'll figure it out. If you're blocked, if you can't comment on Facebook right now, I apologize. Go to YouTube, and then during the break or after the sale, I'll try to figure out who I blocked and undo that. All right, so Steve Earle, Vicky's at $60. I'm about to end that. Vicky Wiley, that's where we was at, right? Let me figure out. Yeah, Vicky's at $60 on that. Beck went to Michael Cunningham, Jeff McMaster second, Edward, Yvette was fourth, Patrick's at $50 on the Cult. And Walt says you needed some research. Yeah, this is some interesting stuff here from Billy's collection. Everyone is dirty. My Neenan's dead. Yeah, Walt. Walt, you just need to buy this entire crate. Pink and black splatter vinyl. This looks like stuff right up your alley. $14.99. Richard Bedford's at $65 on Steve Earle. Take the Kids Off Broadway by Foxygen. $24.99 in shrink wrap. These are all newer, near mint. Baggage Life in Misophonia. Exclusive. Pool Water limited to 300. That is $14.99. You're not blocked, Jason. I can see you. Foxygen, We Are the 21st Century Ambassadors of Peace and Magic. That is $16.99. And The Relationship. 2017 blue vinyl, $22.99. And Mike Kroll Power Chords. That's $14.99. Joel Guyon, Apple Bonkers, $24.99, yellow vinyl. And we have Withered Bloom. That is $19.99. Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties, Routine Maintenance, black and orange vinyl, $29.99. And we have number 2, What Does Good Luck Bring? $14.99. Okay, so Vicky's back in on Steve Earle at $70. Vicky's back in on Steve Earle at $70. The Cult, we have $50. Where did we get to on this? $50. Foy from Earth. Okay, Foy, we already had a bid of $50 with Patrick, so he's in first. That means you're out, so we already have a bid of that at $50. Then we had $65 and $70. Walt Cruz wants Foxygen. Was there only one of those? I think there was. Or was there 2? No, there's 2. Walt, do you want one of them or both of them? Let me know. I'm going to go ahead and tag you for both. Let's see. Steve Earle, 73. Steve Earle, 75. And Steve Earle, 76. The Cult, 51. The Films, Don't Dance Rattlesnake, $39.99. What else do we have here? I don't know. This one's almost cryptic. I can't read that one at all. And there's, oh, here we go. Holy Wave, $34.99. The Rancantors, I know them. Help a Stranger, $14.99. This is Third Man pressing, right? Should be. Yeah, Third Man, $14.99. Good record. I've listened to that. Our Lady Peace, Burn Burn, 2009 Canada, $49.99. Craig Thomas first on the Rancantors. That's sold to Craig Thomas. Our Lady Peace, Somethingness, 2018 Canadian. That's $49.99. The Promise Ring, Very Emergency, clear vinyl, $34.99. And Bullies, that is $22.99. Bullies, Acid Tongue, $22.99. Jeff Master on OLP, Our Lady Peace. That's sold to Jeff McMaster. Next is Wyatt on Promise, the Promise Ring. That's sold to Wyatt. And let's see here. Steve Earle, high bid, Richard, Vicky, $79. $79. And the Cult, Love, we got Foy from Earth, 51. Patrick Carter, let me know if you're in or out. Foy from Earth was at 51. Let me know if you're in or out on that. Okay, and I don't think I've missed any claims out of here. Kristen Bland and the Revelators, $19.99. Japan Droids, Near to the Wild Heart of Life, $19.99. Gin Blossoms Live in Concert, $22.99. I know them. Jeff Master wants both. I think there was 2 Lady Peace. Our Lady Peace. Yes, there's 2. So this one right here is also Jeff's. Scott Weiland and the Wildabouts. I know Scott Weiland. $99.99. 2015 orange vinyl. $99.99. Scott Weiland. Brent Hall on the Japan Droids. Yvette was second. Edward on GB, the Gin Blossoms. Sherry, you were second. And Jeff and Master first on Scott Weiland. Patrick, let me know if you're in or out. He's out. Okay, so Foy from Earth, you got Colt for 51. Final call. And Steve Earle is at 79. Richard Bedford, let me know if you're out. I don't see a comment. He says out. So final call on both of those. Let's see here. Jeff Master, that was the next claimant. Sponge, Rotting Pinata, now on vinyl for the first time. It has been pressed on music on vinyl since then. This was the first pressing, limited edition 700, $69.99. $69.99. Against Me, Shape Shift with Me, $19.99, white vinyl. And we have Warbly Jets, 2017 red vinyl, $14.99. Brent Hall on SP. Was that for Sponge, Brent Hall? If so, that's so to you. All right, Foy from Earth, which I think is a first-time buyer. Let me know, unless you're just under a different name under YouTube. If you're a first-time buyer, we will share a link with you so you can send us your instructions. The good thing is this is the first sale of the night. So anybody watching, first sale of the night, we're going to be selling the records again tomorrow night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. 5 sales this week in a row, just like last week. Amazing stuff tonight, as you can already see with our auctions and so much more. If y'all knew some of the stuff in the back that we've yet to put out, you would lose sleep tonight, wouldn't they, Tanner? Excuse me, right, Tanner? What did I just say? I messed up my thing with Tanner there. Okay, so that's sold for 51. That's Steve Merkel. Okay, Steve Merkel's Foy from Earth. Got it. That saved us a lot of trouble. Vicky, you get Steve Earle for $79. It's time for 2 new auctions. Before I do that, let me pull Paul Bill's Against Me. Let me pull that for Paul Bill. And Michael Nath wants Warbly. Now I can put up 2 new auctions. Let's see. I think some people are wanting the other Celtic Frost, Guns N' Roses. Hey, those were next. I kind of went right to them. This Celtic Frost is called, it's from 1987, Into the Pandemonium. I lose sleep over it anyway. I mean, this is the stuff we got yesterday. I'm very excited about it. $45 start for Celtic Frost, Into the Pandemonium. This appears to be a 1987 USOG on Combat. No condition notes on the vinyl. It's EX Plus, Gatefold, VG Plus or better cover. That's really nice, and that's a $45 start. And Guns N' Roses, which is a US 1987 OG, original inner sleeve, near mint vinyl and shrink wrap with hype sticker, $75 start on that. OG Guns N' Roses, Appetite, hype sticker, original price tag, shrink wrap, inner sleeve, near mint, all the way around, $75 start on that. I think we're caught up. Okay, we have, does this say Dillinger 4? Dillinger 4, Midwestern Songs of the Americas. That is $19.99. American Oi, Texas Edition is $19.99. We've got Born in the USA, $29.99. This is the last time they pressed this, remastered from the original source tapes. This record is no longer in print. $29.99, that's a remaster. Van Morrison, $49.99. This is the 2008. This is the one that is all analog. I think I had one the other night that we sold probably way too cheap. This is an amazing sounding record, Van Morrison Moondance. Also, whenever I do my top 100 Chad Essentials, this will definitely make the list. You've got to have this album. Very, very good. Nirvana, the Black Album, which is pretty much a compilation, $29.99. And Hootie and the Blowfish, Cracked Rear View, another title that is currently not available. It's on this yellow, greenish, blackish splatter vinyl, $49.99. We had an OG of that before. Okay, back up to top. What inserts in Celtic Frost? Let me check on that for you, Corey. That's an excellent question. And there is some inserts. Glad you asked. We have a Combat catalog. These are always really cool. Man, I wish I could go through here and order all that right now for $7.99. Look at all those Combat titles, T-shirts. Do you realize the current retail value of all of these sealed metal records here, even the CDs and mint condition shirts? Thousands of dollars. And look at all the backside too. So that is a time capsule. And it has this, attention metalheads and hardcore fanatics, the Army. I think this is also something from Combat Records. It is some kind of Combat Records club. So 2 inserts from Combat, just a standard. No, this is the original inner sleeve. Nothing on that side, but lyric inner sleeve. And that's all that came with this one, or all that this one has. I don't know if that's everything that came with it. Not pretty nice cover. Usually these metal records are kind of like the music. They're trashed and thrashed. This one's pretty nice. Okay, back up to the top. Celtic Frost, we had 45. Then we had 75 on Guns N' Roses, 75 on Guns N' Roses. Jeff McMaster wants the Born in the USA. Jeremy Dalton, you were second on that. Phil R bid 80 on Guns N' Roses. Patrick Carter is going to get the Van Morrison. Phil, you were second on that. Fox wants the Nirvana Black Album. Fox on YouTube. Phil, you were second on that. Rydell was first on this. Edward, you were second. John, you were third. And Paul got the OG Hootie, Elbow Cough. Yeah, that was a great record. That one wasn't cheap. Guns N' Roses 90, Celtic Frost 46. Phil, I have new copies. If you want that Nirvana record, I have new copies of it, actually. If you want me to grab one, I think they're $36.99. There might be somebody else want one as well. Let me see if we still got those in stock over here. I've got, I may have spoke too soon. I don't have any more of those. Yes, please. I don't have any more of those. All right. Against Me, Searching for a Former Clarity, $39.99. Against Me. This is Titus Andronautics, an Obelisk, $14.99. Plague Vendor, Blood Sweat, $19.99. And Iron Cheek 3, You Can't Stay Here. That's $19.99. Microwave, limited edition colored vinyl, $69.99. Much Love. And the Happy Fits Concentrate, $39.99. What year on the Nirvana Black? I don't know. It's probably the newest remaster, probably 16, 18, but I'll check. Celtic Frost is at $46. I want to give everybody an update on this, unless I missed another bid somewhere. I don't think I did. Celtic Frost, Corey Costa is at $46 on this. Into the Pandemonium has the inner sleeve, 2 inserts. Final call on that. Guns N' Roses is now at $100, and Brent Rabley wants PV, which was Plague Vendors. That's sold to Brent Rabley. And we have Rarity, Alive in Your Ears. That is $17.99. The Tubes, Outside Inside, $19.99. Jefferson Starship, Modern Times, $14.99. Sorry, I don't have the camera in a good spot. Deep Purple Burn, $26.99. Deep Purple Burn. That's a repress label. It is near mint, cover and vinyl. Really nice copy of that. And Fresh Air, Mannheim Steamroller, $14.99 on that. Chili Whack, $9.99. The Southern Hillman Fury Band, $9.99. And Deep Purple Perfect Stranger, $26.99. We have Vinyl Me Please, Beck Odelay, $59.99. Billy was a subscriber to Vinyl Me Please, I think in its original inception. So we got some of the original Vinyl Me Please. This is 2016 on brown wax, $59.99. Beck Odelay. Very, very nice. That's the Vinyl Me Please. You're going to get the original Obi that came with them. They're not Japanese, but this is how they came with that Obi like that. Okay, Celtic Frost, $47.48. You missed me again, Chad. Acid Tongue Bullies album, and is it on? Oh, I missed that. Acid Tongue Bullies album, and is it on colored vinyl? This is on. Wow, that hurts my eyes. Whew, look at that. Man. Yes. Well, if you want that, I'm sure you do. I'm going to go ahead and set it over here. Edward put FA for... FA was for fresh air. Michael Cunningham, first on the Beck that I laid over here for some reason. That's so to Michael Cunningham. Edward was second. Shane third. Celtic Frost 49, now 50. And where are we at on Guns N' Roses? I need to do a final call on that. Phil has this for $100. It's a near mint Guns N' Roses 87 OG with hop sticker shrink wrap. Mark Cunningham, thank you. M.C. Mark, thank you. Mark Cunningham on the Beck. Yeah, this is really nice. $100 final call is against me colored. Let's see here. There's a good chance, but I will check. No, it's not. It's on black vinyl. Walt says he'll take it. And Brent Hall says I missed his DP. I did. I'm off my game tonight. Missing claims. Thank you for reminding me. All right, out. Final call on both of those. I'm going to grab a new crate of records, which is going to be some new vinyl from tonight. The next crates I'm about to get into are all strictly from Tampa, which is loaded with some very, very good stuff. So that's coming up after this crate of new vinyl. Let me see if this is one where we've pulled pre-orders. For the most part, it looks like we've had. So yeah, let me show this. I think there was a wait list for Traveling Wilburys. Did you check or pull those, or did you say no? I did. You did? Yeah. Okay, so I just have 5 extras, all right? All right, Celtic Frost is sold to Corey Costa for $50. Okay. Corey, you got Celtic Frost for $50. Guns N' Roses is sold to Philip R. for $100. Let's get our next auctions going, which is going to be, I can't remember what everybody said next. I know we need to do a Smiths, and I know we need to do probably this Dwight Yoakam. I was just going to straight price it, but we'll go ahead and put it up for auction. All right, so the Smith self-titled is a 1984 Allied press. 1984 Allied press. Axel, I think I got the Cramps record in a bin. It's just going to be a buy it now. So some of these that I think maybe y'all have requested, I hadn't got to them because they're going to be in one of these next bins. Just be on alert. We're probably going to just make them a buy it now. This is nice, as in near mint minus the Smith self-titled 1984, which makes this an OG. And this is got the original inner sleeve. This is a nice copy. $85 start of this. Sire Rough Trade, $85 start on the Smith self-titled. Another record. Man, I can't remember the last time we've had that. And then Dwight Yoakam, Buenas Noches from a Lonely Room, original inner sleeve. None of his records are in print. They are not being pressed. I don't know why. There needs to be a good Dwight Yoakam greatest hits made. Maybe somebody from a country label down in Nashville will hear that and they'll put that in production for us. $35 start. $85 start on the Smiths. Okay. First record out of here is Traveling Wilburys. Debbie Whited and Jennifer Scripter. We've already, there's Tanner. I'll lay them right there. So the Traveling Wilburys, I've got 3 available. $36.99. This is Bob Dylan, Jeff Lynne of ELO, Tom Petty, Roy Orbison, and George Harrison. Imagine being in the room with them when they were making this. Amazing. $36.99. Really good music, too. Traveling Wilburys is $36.99. I've got 3 of them. Heart, Dreamboat Annie, $31.99. Heart, Dreamboat Annie, $31.99. AC/DC, Power Age, or Powerage. I think we determined it was Power Age, though. This is $33.99. By the way, we were looking through the records I bought yesterday. Tanner said, look at this. It was a copy of this with a white label promo on the bottom of the cover. It was on red vinyl. I think it's a Canadian promo copy on red vinyl. We'll have that sometime this week. It was mint, too. AC/DC. This is a new sealed remaster for $33.99. I haven't had that in a while. Zachary Smith is at $90 on the Smiths. 90 on the Smiths. Let's see. Dwight Yoakam 35. The other Celtic Frost, I think, is in the other bin. We're going to do that one just a second. Dwight 35. Susan, you were second. Brandon Jackson is first on AC/DC. Then Bob Reiger. This is Smith's of First Pressing. I'm pretty sure if this came out in 84, yes, this is a 1984 Allied pressing, which I'm pretty sure should make this, it's an OG first press. Or it's, I can just promise you this, it is an 84 Allied pressing. I don't know if it's the first one off the stampers that day, but that's what I can tell you on that one. All right, Kevin's at 40 on that. Tom, AC/DC is a new sealed remaster. Back in stock, NXS Kick, $29.99. I ordered 10 of them, or 5, I can't remember, and I only got 3. But I knew I was late to the game because I didn't have them back ordered. NXS Kick, I've got 3, $29.99. Slipknot back in stock. That's on the limited edition yellow lemon vinyl, $29.99 for Slipknot. And Billy Cobham Spectrum, $29.99. Billy Cobham Spectrum. Run X soon. I will do X next with lots of other stuff I need to put up. I may need to start doing 3 auctions at a time. What I'm going to do is to start selling them faster. So I'm going to make sure people are bidding faster. Dwight Yoakam, 40. Smith's 91. Smith's 95. Dwight Yoakam, 45. Jay Condi wants an NXS Kick. Jake Rogers, 95 on Smith's. 100 on Smith's. Jimmy Hodgkins on Spectrum. Being released in 1984. Yes, Smith's is an 84 OG. I restocked some Led Zeppelin records. We got Led Zeppelin 4, $31.99. Haven't had this in a little bit, which is Cinderella on the marbled purple splatter vinyl. Cinderella is $33.99. Cinderella Live at the Key Club. Spider-Man original motion picture score on silver vinyl, $42.99. Led Zeppelin 3 is $31.99. Whiskey Myers self-titled, that's one we hadn't had in this last batch of Whiskey Myers runs. That's a 2 LP, $36.99. Lynch Mob, Wicked Sensation, that's on colored vinyl, $69.99. $69.99 for Lynch Mob. And Slipknot, Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses. When I was traveling to, where was I going to? I guess Kentucky yesterday. I listened to this album. Not usually something I listen to, but I knew it had 3 big hits on it. And to me, my favorite, or the Slipknot songs I like the most, if I'm going to listen to Slipknot, is probably on this one. What are those called? Where's the track? There is no track listing. But they sound more mainstream rock than the aggressive metal that maybe I'm not so much into on this. So this is pretty good, in my opinion, for just maybe if you're not into the duality, that's one of them, yeah. But I'm not into the real hardcore stuff. But, you know, I like several songs on that one. It's on the colored vinyl, too. I need to order some more. I probably need to keep one. Okay, Smith's 95, 100. 50 on Dwight Yoakam. Smith's is at 101. Sherry Darnell wants a Whiskey Myers. Doug Jefferson needs a Led Zeppelin 3. Susie needs a Cinderella. I thought I saw another Cinderella. I did, Jamie. So Jamie Butler and Susie Breedlove on Cinderella. Yes, right here. Yep. Smith's is at 110. Jake is out. David Schroeder wants a Slipknot. Jerry's at 53 on Dwight Yoakam. And we got 1 claim for Slipknot, David Schroeder. So, where are we at on the Smiths? The Smiths is at 110 with Zachary Smith. Jake Rogers is out, going twice, going 3 times. If y'all want in on this Smiths album, this is an 84 US OG Allied pressing, near mint copy. We've got the original inner sleeve. I've got it stored in a new polyline bag. It is super nice, and that is 115. And that's also getting a bid on that. Led Zeppelin 2, $31.99. The Essential Stevie Ray Vaughan. The Essential Stevie Ray Vaughan, $36.99. 2 LP. We haven't had that in a while. If you just want a Stevie Ray Vaughan's greatest hits, this is it. Crossfire, Little Wing, Couldn't Stand the Weather, $36.99. We've got 2 of those. I have a feeling we don't have enough. Patrick Carter says he'll take a Slipknot. Richard Davis wants a Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, the Slipknot duality. What's the other one on there? man, there's another one. It's on their top streaming, but it's good. The way he sings, not kind of what I expected. So, Sherry Darnell also wants the other Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I have a feeling we'll need to take a waiting list for this. I think Doug grabbed these. He saw they were back in stock. We hadn't had these in probably a year. And as y'all know, Stevie Ray Vaughan records get pricey. We sold an OG tonight for $65. We've sold Japanese pressings last week as much as $100. These are, before I forget, that's the other one. Thank you, Brent. Yeah, that's a good one. $36.99 on that. $36.99. Josh says, Craig, you're unblocked on Facebook now. Craig, try to comment on Facebook. Thank you, Josh. He's working behind the scenes as well. Okay, so $115 on the Smiths. We had a $53 bid on Dwight Yoakam. $115 on Smiths, $53 on Dwight Yoakam. $55 on Dwight Yoakam. Patrick got the Slipknot. Richard Davis and Sherry versus Stevie Ray Vaughan. $129 on the Smiths. David Howard on the Stevie Ray Vaughan wait list. Jamie Butler on the Stevie Ray Vaughan wait list. Jerry Pinnick bid $58 on Dwight Yoakam. Justin Cleveland on the Stevie Ray Vaughan waiting list. Debbie Blair on the Stevie Ray Vaughan wait list. And Paul Brothers on the Stevie Ray Vaughan wait list. And Debbie, we got you on there as well. Okay, House of the Holy. A lot of Zeppelin restocks in here. I was getting low on some. $31.99. Whiskey Myers Mud is $28.99. And what do we have here? I don't remember. Oh, this is Modern English. One of these is Dakota, if we don't already have them on the list. Modern English. Or did you already pull one? Modern English. This was a special order. I don't see it on here. So yeah, I have one extra. Modern English After the Snow. I probably don't have enough, which is $28.99. I love it when people request stuff, because what we usually do is we order one, and I'm like, well, man, we need to get that, because this is an album we never get OGs of. We don't see too much Modern English. There's a couple in the stuff I bought yesterday, so that is $28.99. John Sheehan also wants on that. All right, they're still bidding on these. One more update. So Dwight Yoakam is at $55 with Kevin Hughes. I think we had another bid after that. Maybe not. And then the Smiths was at $129. So Jeff McMaster, anybody else, let me know on that. And I need to go ahead and run a couple more auctions, which one is for Paul Beal with X. Ain't Love Grand. I got to go back through tonight's show and just read through comments and see what I've missed, because sometimes y'all are requesting stuff or maybe even asking me questions, and every time I go back through a sale, I see stuff I didn't see. X, Ain't Love Grand is a near mint copy. This is a $25 start. 1985 Electra, really, really nice. $25 start on that. 3 auctions going now. We're out on the Smiths with Jeff McMaster. That means Zachary Smith has that for $129. Let me move the camera. We have a 1984 OG Smith self-titled. Jerry Pinnick is at $58 on Dwight Yoakam. Paul Beal's at $25 on X. Here's what's left in this bin. Lots of killer auctions, lots of bidding going on. Back down to the bottom, Michael Church also wants on the Stevie Ray Vaughan wait list. Chris Rio did the Van Morrison sale. Which one? I've sold one tonight. Sherry put Modern English wait list, but Sherry, we do have an extra one. Or we ordered Dakotas and then one other. So Sherry, you can have this one. Brandon Jackson, you will be on the waiting list for Modern English, if that's okay. I'll order more tonight. Stone Sour. Yes, I need to listen to them. That's an album I've sold 1 million of, and I've never had, listened to it. X, 25, 30, 35. Final call on the Smiths. And Jerry Pinnick is at $58 on the Dwight Yoakam. There's 2 other people bidding that have not said out yet. Buenas noches from a lonely room. I have sold 1 copy of Moondance, yes, but there may be one in this other bin behind me. Okay, Traveling Wilburys, $36.99. $36.99. Susie also wants on the SRV wait list. Heart, Dreamboat Annie, amazing record, $31.99. New sealed remaster. AC/DC, last copy of Power Age, $33.99. NXS Kick, $29.99. Slipknot's $29.99. Led Zeppelin, $31.99. Spider-Man soundtrack, silver vinyl, $42. Led Zeppelin 3. Whiskey Myers is $36.99. Lynch Mob is $69.99. Led Zeppelin is $31.99. House of the Holy, $31. And Whiskey Myers Mud, $28.99. Kevin's out on Dwight, so is Susan. I think let me make sure Jerry Stone hadn't set out. If Jerry Stone has set out, I'll go ahead and sell it. I think he was the next bidder, wasn't he? Jerry Pinnock, or maybe I'm getting some of my Jerrys mixed up. All right, I'm just going to give it a final call then. And I think I can go ahead and sell the Smiths. I can. Zachary Smith gets the Smiths for $129. Zachary, you kin to them? That's sold to him for $129. X high bid, we had 30, 35, and Wolves Council also bid 30. Paul Bill has it for 35. I'm about to sell Jerry Pinnock to Dwight Yoakam for 58. Let's grab a new crate of really good OG stuff from, I think, the Tampa collection. So we flew down to Tampa. Let me see if this, some of this is going to be hard to not auction, but man, y'all are going to like these. We flew down to Tampa, bought a collection, drove it back, unloaded it, all in the same day. Please don't block me. No, Jamie, I'm not going to block you. Don't worry. The Lynch Mob, that's a good question. This is from Friday Music. These are always, we special ordered one for somebody a while back. I don't know why. They're just pricey. Don't ask me why. They charge a lot for these for some reason. Probably because they can get it. But Friday Music is generally a little bit more expensive, but they've always, these have been in stock for a couple years. Or they've been in stock since we've been doing this, but I just don't know. I really, it's just a single LP. No, it's 2 LPs. Yeah, I ordered another one just, Tanner's like, he's surprised we ordered another one. Yeah, I had these in stock for a while. I finally had to mark them down, but I hadn't had it in a while, and we had someone want one, so I went ahead and brought an extra one back, but I don't know. It's a weird record. Sometimes I'm ordering stuff and I don't order it because it's too expensive. That's something, I guess if you want it, that's about the price, it seems like, but if you, I usually don't. There's a lot of stuff I pass on. I'm like, man, a single LP and the MSRP is like $51.99 or something. I'm like, yeah, that just seems too much. But they're on green vinyl. Yes, they're on green vinyl. All right. Jerry Pinnock gets Dwight Yoakam for $58. And let's see. Paul Bill has X for $35, going twice, going 3 times. Did Brent Rabley say out or Wolves Council? I don't think either one of those people said out. $35 on that. All right. Let's see here. Okay, here's a title I don't get too often. This is a $25 start. Tears for Fears, The Hurting. Near mint. Tears for Fears, The Hurting, $25 start. Tom Sheeter said Lynch Mob. I'll make sure Jamie doesn't want one. He was just inquiring about the price. And I promise, don't ever feel like y'all have to ask I'm not going to, if you see somebody that hops on and they're new and they're being disruptive, I'm probably going to block them. But no one that's a regular customer of ours will ever get blocked unless you start getting crazy on me. Tears for Fears, $25 start. It just, usually I overlook a lot of stuff, but when it gets disruptive, when it starts bothering me and it messes my flow up, that's when I take somebody off. So, all right, that's a title we never get in, and I don't think it's currently in print. Okay, X out. Who was it? Wolves Council. If you could let me know, I'm about to sell that to Paul Bill. All right, pay close attention to this stuff. David Bowie, Diamond Dogs. This is a black label, RCA pressing, $34.99. Near mint. It is technically a repress label. Near mint copy of Diamond Dogs, $34.99. Super nice. Violent Femmes, The Blind Leading the Naked, $39.99. This is a 1986 Columbia House pressing. There's a lot of stuff in here that I would normally put on the auction block, but we got so much to go through this week. $39.99 for Violent Femmes. This does have the original insert with it. Kraftwerk, The Telephone Call. Kraftwerk, The Telephone Call, $24.99, 1986, 45 RPM, 12-inch single, super clean. And Thompson Twins, In the Name of Love. This is $34.99. Thompson Twins, In the Name of Love. Very nice. I don't recall ever having that one. What year is this one? 1982, Thompson Twins. I don't know if I've ever had that one. All right, X, that goes to you, Paul Bill, for $35. Tears for Fears. We had 25. I think Tom Schreeder, Jamie Butler, you didn't want that lynch mob, right? Because Tom Schreeder does. Oh, okay. My bad. He put lynch. I thought he was wanting. Never mind. All right, so Tears for Fears 25, 25, 27, 25, 30, 30, 29, 35, 35, 40. Jeff McMaster, first on VF, Violent Films. UJ Miller, you were second. Debbie's at 45 on Tears for Fears. PR put KF for Kraftwerk. Who is PR on YouTube? You'll need to let us know your name. If you're a first-time buyer, we'll need to give you instructions. That is sold to you, PR. And then Alex Roman got the David Bowie. R.M. Lazelle's at 50 on Tears for Fears. And Tilma Smoot, one of the Thompson twins. And Tanner, that one was $34.99. It's probably Preston Rock. Well, yeah, possibly. Because I think Thompson Twins is Tillman's. That one was $34.99. Tony, you were second on Kraftwerk. I didn't want the lynch mob. Okay, Tom, no worries. Thank you. Bowie had the original inner sleeve. Let's check that. Bowie. It's got this inner sleeve, which looks like it's the original. It's definitely the one that probably came with it, is the ageless look, but it's not like a company inner sleeve. Tears for Fears is at 52. Thomas Dolby, Blinded by Science. That's a 5-song mini LP, but it does have his big hit, Blinded by Silence, 1999. New auction. Let's see what I got over here. We hadn't even done a pristine Japanese press yet. What's going on? We probably won't until tomorrow. All right, Merciful Fate, live from the depths of hell. Merciful Fate. This is a $55 start. It's a 1984 unofficial. Live from the depths of hell. Excuse me, Merciful Fate. I started reading that title, I'm getting choked. Merciful Fate, $55 start on that. It's a 1984 unofficial. She Blinded Me with Science. That's a great song. Thomas Dolby is sold to Edward Star Wars. Tony Shore, you were second. John Sheehan's at 55 on Merciful Fate. Cheap Trick, 1999. Cheap Trick, this one's called Standing on the Edge, 1999. Wang Chung, also 1999. What's this one called? Points on the Curve. Wang Chung. And A Flock of Seagulls, Listen. A Flock of Seagulls, $24.99. Any jazz? I don't think there's going to be much jazz tonight. Aussie Live, not that I'm aware of, no. Okay, high bid on Tears for Fears, $52.55. John Sheehan also bid $55. R.M. Lazelle was in first. Merciful Fate's at 55 with Jeffrey Walker. Debbie's out on Tears for Fears. Edward was first to Cheap Trick. Jeffrey's at 58 on Merciful Fate. Chris Kirkley wants Flock of Seagulls. That just leaves Wayne Chung. Walls of Voodoo, Call of the West. This is in shrink wrap, $34.99. Wall of Voodoo, Call of the West. That's $34.99 in shrink wrap. Well, I don't get their stuff too often. Human League Fascination, $19.99. And Steve Miller Band, The Joker. And this one has the Joker song on it. For some reason, not one we get as often in his discography. $24.99. And Eddie Brickell and the New Bohemians in shrink wrap with hype sticker, $34.99 on that. Doug is out on Tears for Fears. Final call on Tears for Fears, $55 of R.M. Lazelle. This is a U.S. OG of The Hurting. The Hurting, Tears for Fears. I believe that's their first album. Final call on that at 55. And then Merciful Fate was 55, 55, 58. Then 60. And then R.M. Lazelle will have first dibs on Wall of Voodoo. He wants to know, does it have Mexican radio? And it does. And R.M. Lazelle, if you want that, it's $34.99. So let me know. And Tanner, that one wasn't priced, so it's $34.99. R.M. Lazelle, Wolves Council, Doug Jeppesen third, and then Chris Kirkley on Steve Miller Band. Chris Kirkley gets Steve Miller Band. Jimmy Ball was fourth on Wall of Voodoo. Brent Rabley was second on the Joker. Jimmy Ball was first to Eddie Brickell. All right, that was a lot of claims. So let me make sure, let me see if he claimed that one. Okay, so R.M. Lazelle, pretty easy here. I don't know if I'll go through all the second and thirds. R.M. Lazelle got Wall of Voodoo. And then Steve Miller Band went to Chris Kirkley. And then the Eddie went to Jimmy Ball. And then lots of people next on all three of those to cut out confusion. Jimmy Ball's in on Tears for Fears at 57. Jeffrey's out on Merciful Fate. And that means the high bet on that is John Sheehan's at 60, going twice, going 3 times. All right. Marty Friedman and Jason Becker. This is $64.99. Speed Metal Symphony. This looks like something somebody would want that's watching right now. This is called what? I don't know. We'll just call it something. That's a nice copy in shrink wrap. I don't know what that is, but it looks like it's going to be good. It looks like they're going to be playing their guitars very fast and loud. Speed Metal Symphony. That's what that's... Just reading the title. Sounds like they're going to be shredding. Edie, not Eddie. Eddie Brickell. Thank you, Greg. Yes. John has reminded me of that multiple times. R.M. Lazelle is back in on Tears for Fears at 60. Looks like it's between Jimmy Ball and R.M. Lazelle. Let's go ahead and sell the Merciful Fate. That sold for $60 to John Sheehan. Then I'm going to figure out who got those next records as soon as I put up another auction. I've got Echo and the Bunnymen. This is their self-titled first album. This is a $45 start. I've never had this. It is an 87 club pressing. It is near mint. It looks like it's unplayed. Echo and the Bunnymen in shrink wrap, original inner sleeve, $45 start on that. It's in shrink wrap. That is a club pressing. I've never had this before. If I have, I don't remember it. $45 start on that. Okay, 60. Dana put HL, which was for Human League, and then Carolina put CAC. That was probably for this right here. And then it looks like Richard Davis was second. There's 2 people that I thought would be after that as soon as I showed it. Let's see here. Let's see. Dwayne, you were third. Look. Let me see. Have I shown anything else? I have not. Okay, Echo 45, 45, 47. Where are we at on Tears for Fears? Jimmy Ball, let me know if you're in or out. R.M. Lazelle has it for 60. Jimmy, I'm waiting for you. If you say out, I'm going to go ahead and sell that. And now they're bidding on Echo. Okay, Falco, Jungle Roamer. Is that what that says? $19.99, Falco. $19.99 on that. Gary Newman, Telecon. Don't get that too often. $29.99. Told y'all there was some good stuff in here. Bruce Springsteen, Darkness on the Edge of Town. That's $19.99. Jimmy's in on Tears for Fears at $62. Rob's at $50 on Echo and the Bunnymen. Walt was already in first on that. And we have UB40, Jeffrey Morgan. $19.99, UB40. Soft Cell, Tainted Love and Where Did Our Love Go? The Supremes cover. That's an awesome track there. $19.99. They do Tainted Love and then they go into the Supremes, Where Did Our Love Go? Probably one of the, I guess if you consider that 80s new wave, one of my more favorite tracks there. $19.99, Tainted Love. And The Breakfast Club, $49.99. This is a Columbia house pressing. It is a club pressing. We just don't get this too often. 9 times out of 10, I would have put that up for auction in any other scenario. Breakfast Club, OG soundtrack, club. It's a vintage copy. I guess that's what's most important. Not a 180-gram repress. Back up to the top. Jimmy Ball was at 62 on Tears for Fears. 2 bidders on 50 on Echo. Walt was first. Robert Johnson was first to the Falco. Stereo put new. That was new. What was that? New. That could have been for Newman, maybe? Even though it's spelt a little different. Let me know if that's right, Stereo. He might want the Gary Newman. even though it's a little different. And then Michael Nath was first to The Boss, which is Bruce Springsteen. Tony Shore, you were second on Falco. Your connection's a little bit behind. You might want to refresh. RM's back on Tears for Fears at 65. Jimmy bid 62. Jeff McMaster first to UB40. Carolina wants Newman, so that would make second unless Stereo is passing. Chris Kirkley gets the soft sell. Jeffrey Walker second. Walt Cruz third. Jimmy fourth. John Porter first to the Breakfast Club. And he does want Newman, so Stereo got the Newman. High bid on Echo and the Bunnymen is $52 with Jimmy Ball. Echo and the Bunnymen, $52 on that. $62 on Tears for Fears. The only thing that it hadn't sold in here is poor Wang Chung. Can I interest anybody in some Wang Chung for $19.99? The points on the curve. That's the only thing that hadn't sold right now. Pretty good listen. Genesis, self-titled, $19.99. Someone's probably going to grab this, and Wang is still going to be left behind. Genesis, self-titled, $19.99, original inner sleeve. Howard Jones, 1-to-1. Man, $24.99. Howard Jones, 1-to-1. So nice. Let's see here. You know, I'm trying to figure out which one this has on it, or which one. There's several of his I really like. $24.99 on that, and Missing Persons, Rhyme and Reason. $19.99 for Missing Persons. The Thompson Twins, Close to the Bone. That is also $24.99. Don't see that one as often. And Human League Crash, $19.99. Tears for Fears, 67. Echo, 54. R.M. Lozelle's out on Tears for Fears. Jimmy Ball, you have the OG, The Hurting by Tears for Fears. Near mint copy. Super nice. That is going twice, going 3 times for 67. Echo and the Bunnymen, 54. Edward gets Genesis. James Bragg was second. Wayne Chung on Howard Jones. Tanner, that one was $24.99. Brent was second. Brent Hall gets Missing Persons. Tillman Smoot on Thompson Twins. That one was also $24.99. And Echo and the Bunnymen is at 56 now with Jimmy Ball. Jimmy Ball gets the Human League, and Edward wants Wayne Chung. We've got about 10 records left in here. Next is Tumbleweed Connection, Elton John. This is an MCA reissue, which means it's not a gatefold. It's a nice copy, though. $19.99. You got to have that one. This is an impressive crate. Bryan Adams, Reckless. $19.99 for that. Summer of '69. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Rage Hard. $9.99. I think this is a 4-track EP. It is. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, $9.99 on that. Howard Jones, Dream into Action. That one's $24.99. Yeah, here's some good ones. Things Can Only Get Better, Life in One Day, No One Is to Blame. Wow, those first 3. That's the essential Howard Jones there. That one's $24.99. And Something New, The Beatles. In shrink wrap, $29.99. It's the Purple Capital label. Purple Capital label, $29.99. All right, time for some new auctions, because I'm going to go ahead and sell Tears for Fears to Jimmy Ball for $67. And Echo and the Bunnymen. Has anybody else bid? Jimmy Ball's at 56. So who was next? Walt. Jimmy Ball has this for 56. It's a shrink-wrapped, near mint, Echo and the Bunnymen. I think that's my first time ever offering that record. 56 to Jimmy Ball. All right, next we have, let's go ahead, I'll tag these first. Brandon Butler gets Elton John. Tumbleweed Connection. Edward gets Bryan Adams. Jeff McMaster on Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Randy, you were second on Bryan Adams. Tony, you were second on Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Jimmy, you were third. Chris Kirkley gets Howard Jones. Brent Rabley was second. Jeff McMaster third. And where's the Psychedelic Furs? It's probably either in this crate or the next one. Yes, Tony, I saw your Frankie, but you were second. Jeff was first. He commented just the letter F. And Juan, you were third on Bryan Adams. No one got the Beatles. No, Thompson Twins and Howard Jones. Yeah. Then and Now, The Best of the Monkees is $24.99. We had one of those earlier. And we have David Bowie, Let's Dance, USOG, $34.99. Okay, I want to make sure Walt is out on, he is out on Echo and the Bunnymen. So 15 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and grab our next auctions. Final call, $56 on that. Let me grab our next auctions. We're not going to get to everything tonight, I promise you, but we're going to try our best. We got REM, and what was something else somebody asked for? They'll probably, by the time I get back, they'll probably have it commented. I know we do have a copy of The Cure here, so let's go ahead and do that. I promised most people the Cures and REMs would be done tonight. I got an REM. James Bragg on David Bowie, and Zachary's waiting on the Velvet Underground as well. Okay, I'll do that one coming up next. Joe, we've already sold Tumbleweed. Echo and the Bunnymen is sold to Jimmy Ball for $56. Next is REM, Life's Rich Pageant. This is a 1986 club pressing. It is near mint with the, this is a $35 start. Does have the original inner sleeve. REM, Life's Rich Pageant. $35 start. Very nice. It is a club. Very good. Very nice condition. And the Cure, the head on the door, once again, I probably haven't had this record in over a year. This is also a 85 club pressing, VG Plus cover, near mint minus vinyl. That's a $75 start. YouTube tends to be a little bit faster, Tony. If you want to go over there and try it, it's all up to the user. Some people don't like the YouTube chat. Some people don't want to just be on YouTube in general. Facebook sometimes is faster for some people. You just never know. Tom's at 40 on REM, looking for a $75 start on the Cure, the head on the door. We just got the Monkees and the Beatles. All the new wave stuff's gone. We got a couple 60s classics there. No claims yet. Sparks is $34.99. This is pulling rabbits out of a hat. Sparks is $34.99. B-52s, Mesopotamia, $24.99 for Mesopotamia. UB40, Rat in the Kitchen. UB40 is $24.99 for UB40. And Weird Science soundtrack, $29.99. Weird Science soundtrack, $29.99. Information Society is also $24.99. I hadn't seen that in quite some time, if ever. I know we had the reissue not too long ago. Okay, REM is at 40 with Tom Dearlove. That's going twice, going 3 times. Looking for a $75 start on the Cure, or you can buy it now. It's REM, the Ludwig cut. I don't know if it would be being a club, but we're about to find out. The Matrix is, well, I don't see any RLs, and I know he usually puts RLs on anything. The Matrix is 1R17366-9A, but I don't see any RLs. $40 on that, going twice, going 3 times. Brent Hall was first on SP. That was for Sparks. Sherry wants the B-52s. Brent Hall was second on that. Michael Ling on WS. That's the Weird Science soundtrack. Jeff Master on UB40, and that one was $24.99. And then Edward on Sparks, that was next. Leslie was next on B-52s. Andy was next on Weird Science. Jimmy Ball next on Weird Science. Tillman next on Weird Science. And Information Society was also $24.99. That was sold to Chris Kirkley. Rob, you were next on UB40. How do you comment on YouTube? I think there's a button you have to hit to open up a chat. James is at 42 on REM. Dana, you were next on Information Society. 42-44 on REM. 45-45 is Overkill coming soon. I will try to pull one right now for an auction. I have not auctioned the Pretty in Pink. Did I get UB40? No, Rob. You were second or third. REM 47.50. And if anybody wants to Cure, it's a $75 buy it now. No bid on that. If you're on the app, you may have to swipe over the chat, someone said. All right. So, wow. What's that? Did I say something? Oh, Tanner said that. Oh, my bad. Okay, I'm sorry. They said I didn't give Tanner credit for saying you have to swap over. I'm sorry. All right, so something new, the Beatles. This is the last 2 records, the only 2 records left. Near Mint and Shrink Wrap, it's a purple capital label. It's $29.99. And then and Now, the Best of the Monkees, $24.99. All right, let's see. I have not showed Van Morrison. I think it's in one of the upcoming crates as a buy it now. The Condition of the Cure, this was near mint, as in I don't see many marks on it. That is a $75 buy it now. Really nice. It's a club pressing. Brad, if you want it, it's yours. If not, Edward wants it, then Jeff, and then James Bragg. So here's the order. Brad, Edward, Jeff, and James. It all depends if Brad wants it or not. And James said he would pay $78. I've already ended it. $75. Sorry, James. If a little bit sooner, and I would have kept it up for auction. I can't believe no one bid sooner. All right. These are going in the leftover bin. There's a lot of requests. I don't know if I'll get to them tonight. At some point tonight, if there's some stuff that people requested or I know that I might need to wait, I'll just keep it for another night to auction because there's a lot over here. And there's this next crate. I don't think I've really got everything out I was going to. Like, yeah, here's the other Celtic Frost. And, yeah, we still got Venom, Halloween, Nuclear Assault, Onslaught, Overkill. Here we go. Overkill and Celtic Frost. There's been lots of requests for these, especially this one Celtic Frost and Overkill, which, once again, we never get. All right, so Brad passes. The Cure is sold to Edward Star Wars. Jeff, you were second, and James was third. He was willing to pay more. Let's see here. Yes. Or it was 75. Okay, let's get REM sold. If you're done, please let me know. It's between Jeff and James. James Bragg has that for $50. James Bragg has that for $50. It's a cool looking cover. Celtic Frost, Emperor's Return. VG Plus on the vinyl. VG Plus cover. We're going to start this one at $100. $100 start. Celtic Frost. There's no inserts, it looks like. Metal Blade Records. I think this is an 85 OG. It is. VG Plus vinyl. It's not too bad. VG Plus. And Celtic Frost. This is a $100 start. Celtic Frost Emperor's Return. All right. Final call on REM at $50. Dwayne's in at $100. Edward's back in on REM. We'll keep 3 auctions going then. Overkill taking over is an 87 OG, $45 start, VG vinyl. VG Plus cover. Has the original lyric insert. No other inserts. Overkill taking over. 87 OG, Mega Force. VG vinyl. This one looks better than Celtic Frost. So I'm going to call this one VG Plus. Overkill taking over. Original inner sleeve, $45 on Celtic Frost taking over. Alrighty. So 3 auctions going. Celtic Frost 100, REM now at 55 of James Bragg. We still got 3 people, and Anthony Riddle's in on the on the Overkill at 45. So all 3 auctions have bids. Let me grab the next crate and make sure everything that I pulled out I promised for auction or I figured should be auctioned. I do have a couple that yeah, let me fix. There's some I'm just going to show randomly. So there's a new order record in here. That's something definitely I would normally auction, but I'm just going to leave it in here. Let me check a couple more things. Wow, some of these titles. This would probably be like the last crate. If there's more than 2 or 3 left, I'll probably be surprised. Right, Tanner? Yeah, if there's more than 1 or 2 in here, I'll probably be surprised. No break tonight. We're going to finish this up. So here's the agenda. I've got this crate, and then I've got one more of new vintage, amazing, mind-blowing, killer, whatever other adjectives I can use while we're doing auction. So if you can stick with us, 2 more crates. Whatever I don't get to auction, we'll do the next night, and I'll try to now get on a routine of posting a lot of hot pictures. If I ever post a gallery, a grid of hot pictures, those will for sure be auctioned. Anything else, if you tune in for the rest of the week, will be a surprise. David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust. This is the black label. which is the repress, but just like Diamond Dogs, it is near mint. Nice copy of Ziggy Stardust, $34.99. This is Grandma Binge Purge. The guy I bought this from in Tampa said it's very obscure, but he likes it a lot. That is $19.99. And Queensryche, The Warning, 1984 OG, $69.99. Original inner sleeve, nice copy. Queensryche, The Warning. We always auction those. Squeeze, Sweets from a Stranger. Squeeze is $19.99. And Chart Action 83. Really good comp there, $14.99. Okay, where are we at on REM? James was at 55. No one else has bid. Final call on REM at 55. No one else has bid on Celtic Frost at 100. Final call at 100 on that. And then Overkill, we had 45, 45, 46, 47. Anthony Riddle's at 47 on Overkill. Corey Costa, let me know if you're in or out. And then Jimmy Ball was first to Bowie. Brent Hall, you were second. Brent Rabley put, I'm not for sure. I don't think that was a claim. That was definitely a typo. Jeff McMaster on Grand. David Howard on Queensryche. Zachary Smith, you were third on David Bowie. Jimmy Ball first on Squeeze. Stacy Brown first on Chart. Edwards back in on REM at 56. Stacy got the chart. Okay. They're still bidding on REM. If I can do a final call on anything, it's Celtic Frost at 100 with Dwayne. Only one bidder. And then we just need to know if Corey's out on Overkill. Let's keep going. Slayer Live Undead Original Picture Disc, $44.99. Amazing. Slayer Live Undead. Witchcraft Book of Love from 1989, $14.99. Racer X, is that what that says? $44.99. Looks like some metal here. Racer X Second Heat, $44.99 in shrink wrap. Really nice. And ABC How to Be a Zillionaire. That's $19.99. The Best of Blondie in shrink wrap, $44.99. The Best of Blondie near mint, $44.99. Best of Blondie. Actually, this has got a little something. We'll set that one aside. If anybody claims it, I'll check on that. And Deja Vu. This is a 1970 CTH press OG with textured cover. Super nice. $49.99. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Deja Vu. Really nice copy. 4-digit OG. Textured cover. $49.99. Men Without Hats. Rhythm of Romance. This one has the safety dance on it. $34.99. And let's pause there to get an update on our auctions. 60 on REM. Let's go ahead and sell Dwayne Celtic Frost for 100. Dwayne, you got that without any competition. Corey Costa's out on Overkill, so that means Anthony Riddle gets Overkill for $47. Dwayne got Celtic Frost for 100. Next was Fox on YouTube put Star. That was what was Star? Was that maybe a mess up from Slayer? Maybe? I'm not for sure. Right now, I'm going to give Anthony Riddle Slayer unless the Fox on YouTube says otherwise. Dana White wants BOL, which was... I'm seeing comments for things that I haven't seen. Maybe... I don't know. What was BOL, Dana? And then Brandon Jackson was definitely first. No, that was Book of Love. I got that right here. Sorry. Dana got Book of Love. Brandon Jackson on X. Racer. Jimmy Ball first on Blondie. John Porter on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And Chris Ferrara, ABC, was $19.99. All right. I do see Edward was out on REM. So that means James Bragg has that for $60. Final call. James Bragg has that for $60. Let's do a Halloween record. And let's do something out of this bin. I think I've had somebody waiting on Velvet Underground for quite some time. So let me go ahead and put that up. This is not a cheap record, the Velvet Underground. A collection of previously unreleased recordings. I know what we have is stickered, which is, I'm going to start at less, but I'm pretty sure this is tough to get. Near mint with original inner sleeve, Velvet Underground, a collection of previously unreleased recordings from 1984. I think if you check this out, you'll see that this is not easy to get. That's an $85 start. The Velvet Underground, a collection of previously unreleased recordings. That is an $85 start. Anthony, you got Slayer because I'm not for sure what Fox on YouTube was claiming was Star, unless I missed something. And then Halloween is Halloween Judas. Is that what that says? Halloween Judas, OG 1986 Combat. That is a $35 start. Halloween Judas, VG Plus. $35 start on that. REM is sold to James Bragg for $60. Halloween is a USOG 1985 Combat Records. $35 start. Has the original inner sleeve. Halloween Judas. $35 start on that. VG Plus. Velvet Underground. Jimmy Balls at $85. I have not auctioned Evo yet. Okay, Ziggy Stardust. That was already claimed. Chris Farrar wants ABC, and that just leaves Men Without Hats, Rhythm of Romance. That is still available. Next is Breakfast Club, 1999. Stevie Nicks, Rock a Little in Shrink Wrap, 1999 for Stevie Nicks. We have Ultravox Quartet, 1999. Changes to David Bowie. This is essentially David Bowie's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. Original inner sleeve, $34.99. Aladdin Sane, Starman, Ashes to Ashes, Sound and Vision. Hadn't had that in a while. Iggy Pop. This one's called, it's 24, Blah. Blah, blah, blah. Iggy Pop, $24.99 on that. And Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms, $34.99. Let's see if this has RL mastering on it. I don't think this one does. No RL mastering on this one. Nice near mint copy though. $34.99. And Bananarama Deep Sea Diving. Deep Ski, what's that say? Deep Sea Skiving. That is $19.99. Hey, that Blondie we tagged for Jimmy Ball. Yeah. Can we check that? And also, is all those dock and box sets spoken for? That was a pre-order. I need to show those tonight in case we need to order more. Okay. Let's see here. Corey Costa's at $35 on Halloween. Going once, going twice. $85 on Velvet Underground. Going once, going twice. Chuck Wilson on BC. Chuck Wilson on BC, which was Breakfast Club. Carolina, first on Iggy Pop. Sold to Carolina. Next is Axel Horn. That was second on Iggy. Troy Robinson wants BC. He was Breakfast Club. That's second. And it's Velvet Underground, a club pressing. I don't believe this one is. Let's see here. John Cale, Lou Reed. I'm looking for CRC, Polydor. I'm looking for something. Unless they got a camouflage. Oh, there it is. CRC, yes. Columbia Record Club. Final call on that, unless somebody else wants to bid, and final call on Halloween, $35 and $85. Clint Howard wants Stevie and Bowie. These are both sold right here. All right. Next is Berlin, Love Life. That's $19.99 for Berlin Love Life. New order, VG Plus $39.99. VG Plus $39.99. New order with original inner sleeve, $39.99. Don't ever get that. Journey, Raised on Radio. This is a VG copy, $9.99. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, self-titled. EX, $29.99, 1969 OG. Does have a scuff right there. It is an OG press, $29.99. And Queen, News of the World. EX condition on that one, $32.99. Did we find out PR was Preston Rogers? Okay. PR, or are you Preston Rogers? I don't know if we got, before we tag any more records under PR. Yeah, I think we accidentally blocked you on Facebook earlier. So there's new order. That's sold to Preston Rogers. Tony Doyle, you were second. Jimmy Ball was third. Toby was fourth. Craig Proper first on Journey. Alice was second. James Bragg on CSN. He said yes. All right, let's go ahead and sell Halloween to Corey Costa, unattested, for $35. That's sold to Corey Costa. And Velvet Underground, Zachary, the bid's at $85. Brent had inquired about it. It is a club pressing. It's near mint. We're at $85. That's going twice, going three times. If you say out and Brent says out, I'm going to sell it immediately to Jimmy Ball. NXS Shabu Shabah, EX condition, $29.99. Let's get our next two auctions. Let me figure out if I can remember some things people... How about Devo, Are We Not Men? And we got another Colt record in here. We always auction the Colt off. Let's do that right now. All right, so we have Devo, Are We Not Men? This has got this really cool golf ball cover. This is a 1978 Columbia house. This is a 78 club pressing. It is near mint with the original inner sleeve. Very nice. This is Devo, Are We Not Men? Really nice 78 club pressing. That's a $35 start. Auction number 2. Auction number 3 is the Colt Electric. This is also an 87 club pressing. $45 start on this. The Colt Electric. Also near mint with this really awesome jacket. I did good on this one. $45 start. Gatefold, club, 87, near mint, and near mint Devo. We don't get those in often. We got new pressings of this. They reissued that on colored vinyl a couple years ago, but I can't get it anymore. Stacy said pretty in pink next. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with it. I caught something when I was looking at it. So, in excess, Jimmy Ball. Brent's out on Velvet Underground. So, Zachary, let me know if you are in. Devo 40, Colt 45, Devo 35, Colt 47, 46, 45, 50. Joni Mitchell Blue is EX $29.99. EX on this has some writing on the label. Original label, classic album, $29.99. Joni Mitchell Blue. Kaja Gugu White Feathers. This has their hit song Too Shy. VG Plus $14.99 for Kaja Gugu. After I sounded that one out, it wasn't. It was easy for me to claim it or say it. Pink Floyd Animals. VG copy, $32.99 for Animals, Pink Floyd. VG on the vinyl, $32.99. We got 2 records left in here, which is Ultravox, Rage in Eden, which is a VG plus $14.99, and Van Halen, Diver Down, EX condition, $42.99. Van Halen, pretty close to near mint on this one. Really, really nice. All right, Velvet Underground is sold to Jimmy Ball for $85. We've got, I think there's another one of those in that collection we got yesterday. So the Lou Reed and Velvet Underground section from the collection we got yesterday is a stack about this tall. We even got Metal Machine Music. Can you believe it? But the Lou Reed and Velvet Underground section that I hit was about this tall. Amazing. And John Cale. So that's additional. I found those separately. I'm going to try to do some videos and pictures for that stuff tomorrow because this stuff in Tampa was amazing. What I got yesterday, original owner, really good condition. Not a lot of metal. There's some. There's Ramones albums, lots of Sex Pistols, Ramones, probably their entire discography. All kinds of Sex Pistols albums, and then some other artists in that wheelhouse. Not a lot of metal. I mean, I found Whitesnake, there's Van Halen, you know, there's the 80s. Not a lot of like Halloween or Celtic Frost, but I have found some stuff in there that I'm like, what is this? Why is this in here? So that'll be tomorrow and the rest of the week. Devo 45, Colt 45. Where are we at? Colt 50. Alice wants Dire Straits from earlier. That was left in here. Alice gets Dire Straits. Colt 52, Devo 42. Jimmy Ball on Kaja Gugu. Next was Michael Nath on Pink Floyd. And UJ Miller, you were second. Stevie Nicks is already sold. High bid on Devo is 50. High bid on Colt is 68. All right, so we got, here's what's left. Not much. Men Without Hats. That has their hit Safety Dance on it, $34.99. Colt is now at 70. Devo's at 50. Ultravox Quartet, $19.99. Bananarama Deep Sea Skiving is $19.99. Berlin Love Life, $19.99. Queen News of the World, EX condition, $32.99. Blue Joni Mitchell, this is EX, $29.99. Ultravox Rage in Eden, VG Plus, $14.99. And Van Halen Diver Down, EX, $42.99. That's what's left. I'm going to go ahead and grab our next bin, which has got really good stuff, just like this one and the last one. We're doing that next. Would you take 30 for Men Without Hats? I guess I'll go ahead and do that. That's the first time. I really wasn't going to discount anything tonight, but I'll do that very quickly. Anything else? Probably not, but we can talk later, and then I'll probably at some point this week go through whatever's left again. Wyatt wants Raging Eden from Ultravox. High bid on the Colts 100, and Jimmy Ball's out, and high bid on Devos at 50 with Brent Rabley going twice, going 3 times. All right, let me bring up the other crate. Let me flip through it one more time, see what else. I got some stuff here that's kind of just one-shots that I'm going to show right quick that's not priced. The first is Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. It's $34.99. This one's called The Pacific Age. That's $34.99. Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. This was some stuff that I was going to auction, but I changed my mind on because we're not going to be able to get to it tonight. Highway to Hell is a VG Plus OG, $34.99. $34.99 for this. The cover's pretty nice too. VG Plus. It is an OG copy of Highway to Hell. $34.99 on that. And this other one is not what I thought it was. I'll show it anyway. Chiefs of Relief. Chiefs of Relief. This is called, yeah, Chiefs of Relief. That's $24.99. Chiefs of Relief, $24.99 on that. And Tanner, these two here were $34.99. That one sold to Jimmy Ball. That one sold to Jeff McMaster. Brent Rabley gets Devo. Brent Rabley gets Devo for $50. And final call on the Colt. James Bragg says, I'm all in. I don't know if he's all in, but he's like, I'm at 100. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm at 100. And then we'll see where we're at from there. Final call on the Colt for 100. And Chiefs of Relief. I thought that was the Bronski Beat, but it's not. That is $24.99. It looks like a cover that I've seen on a Bronski Beat album. I don't know a lot about Chiefs of Relief. It's available. Okay. So I'm about to grab our next auctions. Let me go ahead and get this next crate of awesomeness. I think yeah. This has got some pretty cool. It's got some cruel stuff in it too. It's got some cool and cruel stuff, meaning there'll be people second and they'll probably be upset. But don't worry, we'll probably have another one by the end of the week or the end of the month. Final call on that. Let me grab our next 2 auctions. There were some people interested in the Pretty in Pink soundtrack, which is something we don't get too often. And I've got another copy of Flock of Seagulls, which I'm going to go ahead and pull that. I've also got a wrap in the shrink wrap, and I've got another Quick Bite now. These have been hot lately. Lots of people's been wanting this after I've been kind of pushing it, and that's David Gilmour. This is $34.99. David Gilmour is $34.99. All right, let's go ahead and sell the Colt for $100 to James Bragg. Next, we got the Pretty in Pink soundtrack. This is a $25 start. Don't get this too often. Near mint copy, nice cover too. This is a $25 start, the Pretty in Pink soundtrack. And a Flock of Seagulls is a $35 start. Near mint, Iran, also a record. I don't know why it's in print, but it's not. And that's a $35 start. UJ Miller is at $25. Tony Doyle got David Gilmour. Tanner, that one was $34.99. Tony Doyle, David Gilmour. All right. Pay close attention to this stuff. Human League, Hysteria, $19.99. Tony, okay, Human League, $19.99. What do we have here? It is $174.99. 1987 UK. Does have some cover damage. It definitely looks like metal. Has the original inner sleeve. I'm going to have to go to the label. This is Under the Sign of the Black Mark, Bathory. 1987. Nice condition on the vinyl. That's $174.99. About a VG cover. Looks like it's got some spots on it here. UK, 87 UK, $174.99. Yellow, 1 second, $24.99 in shrink wrap and hype sticker. Yellow, $124.99. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, So Far, $19.99. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, So Far. This is their greatest hits compilation. Highly recommend. $19.99. What do we have here? Dolly Does Windows. Defenstration. Dolly Does Windows. $19.99. The Screaming Blue Messiahs. Gun Shy. $19.99. Heaven 17. $19.99. In shrink wrap, Heaven 17, Pleasure 1. Steeler, $39.99, 1983 Steeler. This is EX condition, does have some scuffs on it, $39.99 on that. Okay, update on our auctions. Flock of Seagulls, Mitch Fuller is at $35. That's going twice, going 3 times. Pretty in Pink, $25, $30, $30, $30. Tyler Browning's at $33. Shane McKinney was at $30. Jimmy Ball was first to Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Leslie, you were second. Yellow was $19.99, Ryan, or $24.99, excuse me. $24.99 on that, Ryan. Tom Dearlove, you were third on CSN. Dave Connor on Steeler. Tom Sheeter, you were second. Adam Stein on SBM, Screaming Blue Messiahs. Stacy's at 35 on Pretty in Pink. Final call on Flock of Seagulls. There was like 12 bidders the last time we had one of these up. Final call on that at 35. I think we got a new buyer bidding. Yaz, you and me both, $19.99. U2, The Unforgettable Fire, is also $34.99. $34.99. Jimmy Ball's at 37 on Flock of Seagulls. Kraftwerk, Ralph Florian, $99.99. 1977 Netherlands pressing. Kraftwerk. We never get Kraftwerk in. Ralph Florian. This is a, wow, that's like near mint. That's $99.99. And we got Peter Gabriel, the Melt album, $34.99. Peter Gabriel does have a saw mark up at the top right, near mint, $34.99. Man, who turned on the meat locker? It's like an ice box in here now. Feels pretty good though. I'm going to blame Seth. It looks like it's his fault. All right. Let me get stretched here. Pretty in Pink, 35. Flock of Seagulls, 37. Jimmy Ball was first to Yaz. Next was Jeannie Pinnell. James Bragg's at 40 on Flock. Preston first on Kraftwerk. Preston's first on that. I don't think I've ever had that one. Usually also, for some reason, these things are destroyed. That is so to Preston Rogers. Toby Grimm, you were second. Jimmy Ball was third. Leslie, you were next on Yaz. Ryan, you were fourth on Kraftwerk. Jeff McMaster, you were first on Peter Gabriel. Chris Kirkley, you were second. Jimmy Ball's at 42 on Flock of Seagulls. I meant OG. I think he meant. Okay. Kevin Squires was first to Peter Gabriel then. He got auto-corrected. Kevin Squires got Peter Gabriel. Jeff McMaster, you were second. Chris was third. James at 45 on Flock of Seagulls. Jimmy's at 47. It's Yazoo. Are you sure? We have one artist in here that's Yaz. I thought that was Yaz too, but I guess it's Yazoo. Pretty in Pink is at 37. Pretty in Pink is 40. Flock 50, 52, 55. Heaven 17 Conditioning Tracks. The hits are Contenders, Trouble, and More. It's Near Mint and Shrink Wrap, $17.99. Contenders, Trouble, Someday, If I Were You, Low Society, Red, Look at Me, Move Out, and Free in Shrink Wrap, $19.99. We have Power and the Passion, Midnight Oil. This is $19.99. Power and the Passion, three track 12-inch Midnight Oil. That's $19.99. Thompson Twins Sidekicks, $24.99 on that. And Kate Bush Hounds of Love, 1985 club pressing, $74.99. Near mint. Kate Bush Hounds of Love, $74.99. We also have New Order Temptation, 12-inch single, 1985 UK. This is $44.99. $44.99. Okay, Flock of Seagulls, 70. Stacy has the Pretty in Pink soundtrack for 40. That's going once, going twice. Flock of Seagulls is at 70. Tony Shore on NO. No Order or Midnight Oil. Okay, yeah, MO. That is that one was $19.99. Tony Shore, you were first to that one. Dana second. Jimmy Ball third. James is out on Flock of Seagulls. Tony, I got you for Midnight Oil. Susie, you were fourth or fifth. And then Tony Duell was first to New Order, I'm pretty sure. That one was sticker. And then Chris Kirkley got the Thompson Twins. And that was $24.99 to Chris Kirkley. Okay, update on our auctions. Stacy has this for $40. The original Pretty in Pink soundtrack, which is not in print right now. That's at $40 with Stacy going twice, going 3 times. And the OG Flock of Seagulls, Jimmy Ball's at $70, going twice, going 3 times. Depeche Mode is $34.99. Specially priced maxi single, but not tonight. It also has Breathing in Fumes. This is a 4-track release. It looks like it's a radio station copy. $34.99, 1986. 1986 Depeche Mode. 4-track release, gold stamp promo. David Crosby is $74.99. This is a 1971 Presswell pressing. It is very, very nice. Original. Atlantic, gatefold. David Crosby, if you could only remember my name. This was a little popular. This was popular before he passed. It just had like a resurgence, and now there's a lot of people who've been asking me about this. That's $74.99. Van Morrison is $74.99 as well. OG Bang, his first album, Blowing Your Mind. Nice copy. Very, very nice. It does have a little bit of cover damage, as in this stain. No seam splits or anything. A little bit of water damage that ran along the spine. $74.99 on that. Tough to get. Tough to get. Okay, next we got Chris Kirkley got the Depeche Mode. R. Moselle, you were second. Jerry, I will check on that. Sorry. We thought we had you blocked on Facebook, but I guess it was on YouTube. That person that was on earlier, I was trying to... What happens if I click on somebody's name to block them and then the feed moves, whatever that line is, it does that person. And earlier, I was trying to block that dude, and we the feed was moving. I'll have Tanner do it the next time with a cursor or something so we don't mess anything up. Okay, so Arm Lozelle or Chris Kirkley got Depeche Mode. Jimmy Ball got the David Crosby. Melinda, you were third on Depeche Mode. Brent Rabley on Van Morrison. All right, let's go ahead and sell Flock of Seagulls to Jimmy Ball. That is sold to $70. That's sold for $70 to Jimmy Ball. And Stacey Brown got the Pretty in Pink soundtrack for $40. No one's got Kate Bush yet. Hounds of Love. What do I have over here? Venom, Onslaught, Nuclear Assault, Devo, Bronski Beat, Nuclear Assault, Ministry. Let's see here. Ministry. Susie and the Banshees, another Devo, U2, which I'll make probably a bite now in here just a second. Rush. Some of these that I don't get to, I'll probably go ahead and make them bite nows. The Doors. Let's do the Devo, and let's do one of these Ministry albums. Stuff we don't get too often. Oh No, It's Devo. We got Oh No, It's Devo. This is a USOG $25 start from 1982. Original inner sleeve. Near mint minus vinyl. Oh No, It's Devo. No condition notes on that. That's a $25 start on Devo. And Ministry, this one's called With Sympathy. This is also an OG. 1983 Arista OG. Really nice copy. This is a $35 start. Man, I can't remember the last time we've had an album by Ministry except music on vinyl pressings. A $35 start on this. We have Ministry with Symphony. There's the original Arista blue inner sleeve. That's a $35 start. So Devo is a $25 start. Ministry is now up for bid. Let's see. Do you have Xanadu? No, I do not, Gumby. Let's see here. Midnight Oil. That was an OG, Susie. That record's not in print, so I doubt if I ever get that. It would just come back up in a collection. Ryan Anderson wants the yellow from earlier. Which Nuclear Assault? Richard, we've got... I'll probably go ahead and run one of them since we're all kind of on the tail end of the show. I've got Game Over and Brain Death. Let's do Game Over first. Game Over. This is a VG Plus. It is in shrink wrap. Vinyl is VG Plus. Combat, camouflage combat label, original inner sleeve. And this is in shrink wrap cover, 1986 OG. It has an import sticker on it, but it's not a foreign pressing. $65 start on that. Nuclear Assault, $65 start on that. Okay, I did buy Kate Bush reissue, couple there's some stuff that's back in stock I've got to order. Ministry 5035, and I'm still looking for, did anybody bid on Devo? $25 start. $25 start on Devo. Let me get that over here. Nuclear Assault is $65. If you're looking for Whip It, I don't think it's on this one. This one has Time, Out for Fun, Peekaboo, Out of Sync, Explosion, that's good. Patterns, Big Mess, Speed Racer, What Must I Do, Desire, and Sleep. Deep Sleep. That's a $25 start. Ministries at $50, looking for $65 and $25. Okay, soft sale. The last night. Soft sale is $34.99. I don't think I've ever had this one. 1984 soft sale, the last night in Sodom. That is $34.99. We have Jimi Hendrix Experience, RU Experience, 68 Pittman pressing, $49.99. Two-tone reprise label. It's not the tricolor Steamboat, but it's the two-tone Steamboat. Nice copy, though, of Jimi Hendrix, $49.99. Animotion is $24.99. Animotion and the B-52s. The B-52s is $34.99. Self-titled debut album with this original inner sleeve, $34.99 on that. The B-52s, nice copy. All right, Devo. Let me figure out where we're at, though, on our comments first. We've got Devo 25. Brett is at 65 on Nuclear Assault. Ryan bid 27. Final call on Ministry at 65. I don't think, or 50. I don't think anybody's outbid Brandon. He's at 50 on Ministry. Tanner, I got a couple things in here. Jimmy Ball got soft sale for $34.99. Chris Kirkley, you were second. And then UJ Miller was first to B-52s. Or UJ Miller was first to Jimi Hendrix. That's sticker. And then Jimmy Ball got the B-52s. It was also $34.99. James was second, then John Porter. And Michael, sorry, I've already got somebody tagged for Jimi Hendrix. James Bragg is at 55 on Ministry. So let's do an update. We got 3 auctions going. First is Devo. High bid is Ryan Anderson at $27. This is a USOG. About a VG Plus cover. EX Plus to Near Mint minus vinyl. Original inner sleeve. 27 is the high bid on that. Nuclear Assault. Show the label. I can, Bob. It's a Combat. This is a USOG, and that's a VG Plus on the vinyl. Better than VG Plus on the cover. It's in shrink wrap. And then Ministry, Brandon Jackson's back in at 65. We have an OG copy of Ministry with Symphony, and it's near mint. Very nice. I don't think I've ever had that. Brent's back in on Devo. So there's our 3 auctions. Devo, Nuclear Assault, and Ministry. The Sex Pistols. Never mind the bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. This is a 77 club pressing, $49.99. And by the way, the bidder on Nuclear Assault is Brett, and he is at $65. Sex Pistols is $49.99. Kraftwerk, $79.99. It's an 81 Columbia House. Columbia House. We just saw another copy of this last night in the batch of stuff. So I know there's another one of these coming. If you're second or third, we had another one of these last night. This is a nice copy of Computer World. I bet there's 10 Kraftwerk records in the batch we got in last night. $79.99 on that. Kraftwerk. Just don't ever get their stuff in. It's so unusual for us to have some in this collection and the other collection. Jeff McMaster, next claim on SP. Jeff got the Sex Pistols. Ryan's at 35 on Devo. James Bragg, you were second on Sex Pistols. Preston Rogers, he's all over the Kraftwerk records tonight. He got that one. And then Toby Grimm, you were second. Ryan third. Chris Kirkley wants Animotion, and Ed Nelson fourth. So those that were second, third, and fourth will have more Kraftwerk probably by tomorrow or Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and sell Nuclear Assault. No one else bid. Has Brett bought from us before? Brett Milen, M-I-O-L-E-N. Brett, have you bought from us before? This is sold to you for $65. Let me know if you have not or have, whichever, and you'll know the drill if you have. If you have not, I need to give you some instructions. Devo's now at $37, and I need to do a final call on ministry. Whoever was the other bidder, where's Brandon? Brandon's at $65. Brandon Jackson's at $65 on that. Nice copy. Okay, Suzanne Vega, Solitude Standing in shrink wrap. That's $24.99. Adam and the Ants, Prince Charming, $24.99 on that. We also have the Cramps. This is $34.99. This is a 12-inch single. I don't really want to read the title, but I don't think I have to. That's $34.99. Axel, don't read the title. Yeah, this one's a little, it is perfect though. It's a 3-track release actually. $34.99. That's the first time. Okay, Brett, welcome. Welcome to CollectCo. We need you to message our Facebook page with your email address and your mailing address. Here's how things work. This is our first sale of the week. We won't invoice you until Monday, as in next Monday, the upcoming Monday. So you can watch the rest of the week. It's $7 unlimited shipping, as much as you want to buy. $7 unlimited shipping, as much as you want to buy. I really meant to put it up for auction, and it slipped in there on me. So I think I told somebody it was in one of these crates, but that's okay. We're going to sell it to whoever's first. Let me figure that out. Brent's at 37 on Devo. Final call on ministry, and there's a new bid I hadn't seen. Jimmy Ball got the next 2 records. He got Suzanne and Adam, and Axel got the Cramps. And Tanner, that one was $34.99. I've never had that. That is sold to Axel for $34.99. Leslie, you were next on Vega. Tony was next on Cramps. Craig was third. And let's sell. Can we sell anything? I don't think so. Brent's out on ministry. Adam was 4th or 5th on the Cramps. Kate Bush is $74.99. Ministries is $67. And that's where we're at. Brandon James is at $67 on ministry. New bidder. Devo, Brent Rabley's at $37. I think the last bidder is out. Going twice, going 3 times on that. Next is Pet Shop Boys Disco, $34.99. We have the Pretenders Learning to Crawl, $19.99 on the Pretenders, and the very best of Kim Wilde, $19.99 on that. The Cure Hot, $29.99 in shrink wrap near mint, and the Creature Standing There, $19.99. That's also in shrink wrap. And another Cure, Just Like Heaven, $34.99. I think that's another EP/single in shrink wrap, $34.99 on that. One more, Laughing at the Pieces, Doctor and the Medics, $19.99. All right, Devo is sold to Brent Rabley for $37. Ministry, they're still bidding. We had a $70 bid, now $72, now $75. Back up to the top, we got Jimmy Ball was first on Pet Shop Boys. Chris Kirkley was second. Leslie Holt was third. Jimmy Ball, you were first to the Cramps. And I've got 2 there back to back, so you'll have pick. You can have Just Like Heaven or Hot. Your pick. I have a feeling he'll want both. 72 on ministry. Dana, you were second on the Cure. Craig was first on Creatures. Craig, we can go ahead and tag that one. Craig's first on Creatures. Grant, you were next on Pet Shop Boys. Axel, you were next on Cure. Jeff next on Cure. Ed next on Cure. Mike next on Cure. Ministry, 75, 77, now 90. Jimmy Ball wants both. Still bidding on ministry. There's a couple more. I had a feeling those would be popular. I don't recall the last time I've ever had, if ever, a ministry album. Yes. All right. Let's do the other Nuclear Assault, and we do have another Devo, and I think it's one of the other ones from tonight. Nuclear Assault, Brain Death, up for auction. This is from 1986. I think this is a 3-track EP. VG Plus, Nuclear Assault, Brain Death. VG Plus cover. That's a $25 start. $25 start on Nuclear Assault, Brain Death. And we have Devo. This one's called Shout. It's also going to be a $25 start. Devo Shout, $25 start. $25 start on that. Devo Shout, original inner sleeve. All right, I think we're on the tail end of Ministry. We had 91.95, 110, 110 with Brandon, and James says it's out. So Ministry's at 110, going twice, going 3 times. Brett Hall put PF for something. What was PF? And then Andy Lewis wants the Pretenders. Brett's at 25 on Nuclear Assault. There it is, the Goonies soundtrack, $39.99. Nice copy. Nice copy, original inner sleeve. This is nice, as in near mint. $39.99 on the Goonies. Red, the Communards, is $19.99. That's in shrink wrap with hop sticker. Psychedelic Furs, Forever Now, is $44.99. And Yaz is $29.99. Yaz upstairs at Eric's. $29.99 for Yaz upstairs at Eric's. Okay. I think people, I did flip videos of these, so I think some people knew what was coming up. I don't do that too often, but I posted all 3 of these last crates on Facebook, a lot of them in the order which they were tonight. There was like at least 3 people's asked about Goonies tonight, and I know at least one person messaged us, maybe commented. Okay, Ministry is sold to Brandon Jackson for $110. Then, of course, we already tagged that. Andy Lewis on the Pretenders. Brett's at 25 on Nuclear Assault. Brett's at Brett is at 25 on Nuclear Assault. Brent's at 25 on Devo. Sorry, I now have been live for 3 hours. My mind is starting to. Usually we start at 7. I would have been live for 4 hours. Goonies is sold to Jimmy Ball. Jeremy, you were second. I think Jeremy's one of those that's been asking about that since I posted it. Jimmy Ball was first. Jeremy was second. Preston Rogers, first on Psychedelic Furs. Tanner, this one was $44.99. The Psychedelic Furs, that was for Preston Rogers. Dana was first on Red, the Communards. Dylan, you were next on Psychedelic Furs, then Brent, then Jimmy. Craig was first on Yaz. Walt, you were second on the Communards. And Chris was next on Yaz, then Leslie. Let's see here. Interested in the I got some OG Maiden, OG Zombies. I trade, come up, trade, if not thing. Yeah, just send me pictures of what you have and I'll see what we can do. Send me pictures. Ryan Anderson is at 27 because it might be hard to catch me here, as you well know. But if we can work out a deal, then you can bring them up and I'll have the record ready for you. Ryan Anderson is at 27 on Devo. Brandon, don't go to bed yet. I've got 2 more Ministries. And Nuclear Assault, final call on that is at 25. So 27 and 25, final call. Here's what's left in this crate. Human League Hysteria, $19.99. The Bathory, is that what this was? Is that the one, Gavin? Yeah. That is $174.99. Gavin, if that don't sell tonight, I'll set it aside. The Dolly Does Windows Defenstration is $19.99. U2, can't believe no one grabbed that. The Unforgettable Fire, $34.99. Heaven 17 is still available, $19.99. Kate Bush was $74.99. The Very Best of Kim Wilde, $19.99. And Doctor and the Medics was $19.99. Jerry Stone's at 28 on Devo. Ryan, you're out. Brett, you're out. Let's go ahead and sell Brett the other Nuclear Assault. You also get that one for 25. Next over here is... let's do some stuff buy it nows that I was going to auction that I hadn't got to yet. That way Tanner can just write the price on these. I've got a handful here. We'll end up going through this entire crate as I expected. Okay, so we have, this is a VG Plus for $34.99. This is the Best of John Prine. VG Plus, $34.99, the Best of John Prine. $34.99. Also, the other David Gilmour album, About Face. That one's near mint, $34.99. The Doors 13. Let me make sure this is the right one. Yeah, this is near mint. That's the Doors 13 Hits. That's also $34.99. U2, Under a Blood Red Sky. And Simple Minds, Once Upon a Time. That's a pretty easy stack. The only one that's check condition is John Prine. Those are all $34.99. Should all sell. Out on Devo, Jerry Stone's at $28. Let's do that, a final call. Jerry, you have that for $28, going twice, going 3 times. I think we're just waiting to see if Brent Rabley is still in. Final call on that. The other ministry, we have one right here called Twitch, and let's do the Susie and the Banshees. Let's do those two next. All right. We've got Ministry Twitch. This is a 1986 US OG in shrink wrap VG Plus vinyl, original inner sleeve. It does have a scuff right here. You can't feel it, but that's why we marked that one VG Plus. The rest of the record is near mint minus. VG Plus cover. Ministry Twitch is just a $30 start in shrink wrap. And Susie and the Banshees, this is in shrink wrap with hype sticker, inner sleeve. Really nice copy of this. $45 start on Susie and the Banshees. This one's called Peep Show. Near mint and inner sleeve with hype sticker. $45 start on that. Okay, Jeff McMaster first on David Gilmour. That was $34.99, Tanner. Jeff McMaster on that. Jeff McMaster also put D. He put DG and then D. Jeff, was that for David Gilmour and the Doors? If not, then Michael Nath gets the Doors. Sherry Darnell was second. Yeah, all these are going to be that price. And then James Bragg was first to U2. That just leaves Simple Minds and John Prine. Brandon's at 40 on Twitch. Let's go ahead and sell Devo for $28 to Jerry Stone. Jerry, you got Devo, and Brandon's at 40 on Twitch, and we're looking for 45 on Susie and the Banshee. So one more time. Simple Minds, John Prine. He does want both Doors and David Gilmour, Jeff McMaster. Doctor and the Medics, Kim Wilde, Kate Bush, Heaven 17, U2, Defenstration, Bathory, and Human League. All right. Let's see what else that I have over here in the to-be auction section. Let me grab a few things out of here. Condense down some of... Did I have another crate of new vinyl that I never did get to? I have another crate of new vinyl I did not get to, Tanner just informed me. So let me grab that. So I do have new arrivals to show you. We're not out of new stuff yet. We're not out of new stuff yet. Let me go ahead and grab that. We also got the docking box sets, which I don't know how many are spoken for yet, but I'll go ahead and show it because I know I have at least one. If you could hand me a docking box set. We got the docking box sets in. So, all right, we got another battle going on for the ministries, 45.50. U2 has been claimed. Yeah, U2 went to James Bragg. New release, if you pre-ordered this with us, they are in. You need to grab these. This is something that I could see going out of stock pretty fast. Docking the Elektra albums, 1983 to 1987, 180-gram audiophile vinyl, 5 LPs, $159.99. A couple of these have not been pressed in quite some time. They keep breaking in chains, Friday Music, but Tooth and Nail, Under Lock and Key, and Back for the Tack, I hadn't seen those in quite some time. If you pre-ordered this with us, they're in. We're going to tag them tonight and key them in. They're $159.99. Docking the Elektra albums, $159.99 box set. That's a new release. Another empty crate. Beautiful. Let me go grab the other crate of new vinyl. And then we're going to go back through some new stuff from tonight. And we also have Japanese, but we probably won't do that. And then I have 2 entire crates of new vinyl from that Crossville purchase. I can't do that right now. We'll have to figure out how to do that, Jerry. I can't do it right now. I will unblock you though, but I have no idea how to do it right now. We are working on how to do that on YouTube right now. I think we are. Just trying to figure out how to. Okay, final call on Jeannie Pinnell on Susie and the Banshees, $45, and Ministry, Brandon Jackson's at $60. $60 on Brandon Jackson. Final call on Susie and the Banshees for $45. Near mint copy. Okay, Whiskey Myers, Firewater, $28.99. I got 5 of those. Another restock of Smashing Pumpkins Adore. These have the hype sticker with it, $49.99. Craig is out on Ministry. Brandon has it for $60, going twice, going 3 times, and final call on that one. Tame Impala Currents. Tame Impala Currents. That is $44.99. I have 2 of those. I also have a restock. We haven't had this in forever. U2, How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. Hadn't had that in forever, if ever. $31.99 on that. All right, 15 seconds left on Ministry. Tame Impala Lonerism, $44.99. Now, there's a couple things that came in. So, Joe Valentine, I have you down for Tame Impala Currents. Tame Impala Lonerism, I have Brent Rabley down for one. Whiskey Myers Firewater, Preston Rogers. Chris Wood Sr., you got a Billy Cobham. Joker Funkos, I got one in for Susie Breedlove and one in for Debbie Blair. Eli Tomlinson, your Puddle of Mud came in. Mike Massey, your Love Rockets came in. Michael Hunt, your other Love Rockets came in. The Fastways are in. Jethro Tull, Aqualung. C. Michael Nath, that was for the Steven Wilson remix. Yours is in. Ultravox, Conrad Murak. Traveling Wilburys, Debbie White and Jennifer Scripter. Dakota Wilkie, You Got Heart. And Paul Bill, Spider-Man. Those are all still available. Okay, let's see. We can go ahead and sell Ministry. I got to wait on Susie because somebody just commented Brandon Jackson gets Ministry for $60. And Dana, the Susie and the Banshees is at $45. I was about to sell it. I was about to sell Susie and the Banshees. That was $45. If you want to bid, bid. If you're out, say out. And I'm going to go ahead and sell that to Jeannie. Tony Doyle wants U2, How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb, and so does Adam Stein. I think he was wanting the U2 album from earlier. Is that right, James Bragg? I think James Bragg was wanting U2 Unforgettable Fire, which what have I done with that? It's right here, I guess, yeah. He was wanting U2 Unforgettable Fire. That was not claimed yet. He wants this record right here. Yes. He wanted both. You were second on live, but this is that one wasn't claimed. That's sold to James Bragg. Jeannie's at 47 on Susie. All right. Any word on the Warrant MOV? Which one? Dog Eat Dog was the first one. That sold out. It was high demand. Then it was Cherry Pie. We've had those. We're now sold our last copy not too long ago. I don't have any more left at all. Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich is gone. We got all of those in and we didn't have enough left. And there's another pre-order for Dog Eat Dog. That comes out next month. Make sure you're in on that. Make sure you're in our group so you can get in on these pre-orders because we get pretty good allocations on Music on Vinyl. If you're ordering anywhere else, Music on Vinyl titles, Amazon almost never gets them. There's so many people that came to us and bought a Cherry Pie. I think they send out the MOV stuff to brick and mortar before they do Amazon, thank goodness. One more Ministry. Ministry All Day. $30 start. Near mint, this is Ministry All Day. It's in a polyline bag with insert. One more Ministry. I guess since we're on a Ministry streak, if I can get this back in here. There's the insert, Wax Tracks insert. This is a polyline bag. One more Ministry, $30 start. Brandon Jackson, I was going to show it before you got off. $30 start on that. And then there's the insert. And Toby and James and everybody else that's been bidding on Ministry. Okay, Susie's at 47 on Susie. Dana bid 50. James Bragg also wants the new U2. Okay, so all three of How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb is sold out. I don't even have that one in my collection. I should have kept one. Ministry is 30, 30, 35, now 40. Susie and the Banshees at 51. Tame Impala is $44.99. Lonerism. We've got AC/DC Iron Man, $59.99. This is the Iron Man 2 soundtrack. I haven't had these in a while. They've sent out another batch. It's essentially an AC/DC's greatest hits. Shoot the Thrill, Guns for Hire, Back in Black, Thunderstruck, Evil Walks, TNT, Have a Drink, Let There Be Rock, Highway to Hell, $59.99. Foil cover, it's really good packaging. It's really good sounding too. $59.99. That is an import. That's why it's a little bit more than I think the ones we had in the past. But those are $59.99. A restock of Taylor Swift Red. I've got one, and I've got about 5 more on the way. Taylor Swift Red, $31.99. James Bragg wants an Iron Man. Toby Grimm's at $50 on Ministry. Dana's out on Susie, so Jeannie Pinnell has that for $51, going twice, going 3 times. The new Ultravox, Ragin' Eden. This is the 40th anniversary deluxe half-speed master. This has some bonus tracks, $33.99 for that. And a restock of Puddle of Mud, Come Clean, $42.99 for Puddle of Mud, Come Clean, $42.99. Iron Man is $59.99. There's the Jethro Tull Aqualung. That's the Start Your Ear Off Right 2022 clear vinyl Steven Wilson remix. They say that's the essential pressing of that, $29.99. B-52's Whammy, that's on limited edition splatter vinyl, $29.99. We have Marvin Gaye, the all analog 2LP anniversary. That is $46.99. That's pressed at precision. And Generation Axe, the guitars that destroyed the world, live in China. This was a special request, and I was like, holy cow, we need to order one of these, see if anybody else wants one. This has Zakk Wylde on it, Steve Vai, Yingwie, $33.99. Gatefold. This is Generation Axe, $33.99. The special request for that was for, who was the special request for that? Wherever it is, we have it tagged already. I forgot who. All right. Where are we at over here on the seat? Let's go ahead and sell that to Jeannie. Jeannie, thank you. That sold you for $51. Ministry was at $30, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50. So Toby Grimm is at $50 on Ministry. James Bragg, let me know if you're in or out. Stephen Chesney wants the Jethro Tull Aqualung. So does Sherry Darnell. Craig Proper on Generation Axe. Craig Proper on Generation Axe. Puddle of Mud to Jeff Johnson. Tillman Smoot wants the Taylor Swift Red. If anybody else wants to lay claim, that one had been out of stock for quite some time. That's not the Taylor's version. That is the Taylor Swift original Red. That is $31.99. Tillman Smoot gets that one. And Anthony Riddle, I will put you on the waiting list for Generation Axe. James Bragg's back on Ministry at $55. All right. Here's what I got left in my auction bin. Rat, Bronski Beat, Venom, Onslaught, B-52s, Rush, Voivod, another Susie and the Banshees. I guess we need to run that. Echo and the Bunnymen. Let me put that up. I meant to do that one earlier after we sold that first one. But Echo and the Bunnymen, Crocodile, and Shrink Wrap, near mint with inner sleeve. That's a $40 start. Echo and the Bunnymen, Crocodile. We sold their self-titled. This is Crocodile, near mint, USOG. This is not a club. $40 start on that. Toby Grimm's out on Ministry. James Bragg has that for $55. Chris Kirkley wants on the Taylor Swift wait list. Brandon Butler's at $40 on Echo, now $45. Final call on Ministry, then I'll put up something else. Here is what's left in the third bin of tonight's new vinyl. Whiskey Myers Firewater, $28.99 for Whiskey Myers Firewater. Smashing Pumpkins Adore, $49.99 for Adore, Smashing Pumpkins. Tame Impala Currents, $42.99. $44.99, and Lonerism is also $44.99. AC/DC, last copy of Iron Man 2, $59.99. The new Ultravox, Ragin' Eden, $33.99. Puddle of Mud, $42.99. The new reissue of Whammy, B-52, Splatter Vinyl, $29.99. And Marvin Gaye. This is a collection essential, $46.99. Echo and the Bunnymen's at $45. Ministry is sold to James Bragg for $55. And Crocodile is at $45 with Craig Thomas. Let's see which of these I can make a bite now. We'll probably, all right, yeah, I'll go ahead and just make some of these a bite now. So this artist here, I think we always auction them. I'm going to price it about what they sell for at auction on average whenever we have one. And that is a $65 bite now. And this one's nice. It's near mint and shrink wrap. That's right out of the cellar. $65 bite now. That's near mint and shrink wrap. $65 bite now on that. Venom Possessed is a VG Plus, $49.99. VG Plus, $49.99 on Venom Possessed. Green Combat label. VG Plus, $49.99. James Bragg wants the wrap. That's sold to him for $65. And Venom was VG Plus, $49.99. Possessed. What do we have up? Echo. Let's do the other Susie and the Banshees. This one's called Tinderbox. Also a $45 start for this. Susie and the Banshees Tinderbox. Near mint, 1986 Giffen Records. OG, original inner sleeve. This is a $45 start. Susie and the Banshees Tinderbox. If anybody wants Rap, VG Plus, or excuse me, if anybody wants Venom, on that. Brandon's at 50 on Echo and the Bunnymen. Craig, you're out. So Craig, let me know. And $45 start on Susie Tinderbox. Excuse me while I grab some water. Yes, I will. It's right there. I'll pull it whenever I go back through them. All right, anybody else? Gavin's at 45 on Susie. Final call on Echo and the Bunnymen. Let's go back through. I think all of tonight's vintage arrivals are just in one crate, right? Let's see. It was right here. Go ahead. All right. Michael's at 50 on that. So here's all of tonight's newest arrivals. Let's go back through them. If you saw anything that didn't sell and were just a few dollars apart from you wanting to buy it, let me know and I'll sell it to you. But all 2, 4, we had 5 crates of new arrivals, or 6. Yeah, we had 6. This is all that's left. From Tampa, Crossville, and then we'll start promoting and showing y'all the stuff I got yesterday in Kentucky. And we have, well, we hadn't sold the Bush. We hadn't sold Soundgarden. There's not like this is it from those collections. This was just a sample. We still got a lot of stuff from those collections. Not even, we hadn't even started on those. We still got a blue vinyl OG Soundgarden, a Bush, that's like 2 kind of grails for some people. And all those Waxworks soundtracks, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Home Alone, we have all that stuff. Just getting started this week. Did Rob Madon get a docking box? I'll make sure that you do. We don't have that list topped up yet, but if you pre-ordered it, Rob, if you know you pre-ordered it, then yes, you got one. Susie and the Banshees is now at 55. Echo and the Bunnymen is at 52. We got Soundgarden Super Unknown. All those will be you'll get well alerted when those are coming out. Okay, there's the Venom I just showed. VG Plus, $49.99. Robert Plant, The Principle of Moments. Near mint copy, $19.99. This one has In the Mood for a Melody, and Big Log on it. Probably his most popular solo album. $19.99 for that. Jimi Hendrix, Smash Hits, $34.99. Purple Haze, Wind Cries Mary, Fire, Can You See Me Now, Hey Jones, Stone Free. I love Crosstown Traffic. Foxy Lady, Manic Depression, All Along the Watchtower, Remember, and Foxy Lady, or Red House, $34.99. John Fogerty, Centerfield is $19.99. ELO, A New World Record, is $19.99 for Electric Light Orchestra, A New World Record. Don McLean, American Pie, VG Plus, $14.99. Michael Ling is at 62 on Susie and the Banshees, going once, going twice. Echo and the Bunnymen is at 52, going once, going twice. 62 and 52. Final calls on those. Chris Farrar wants Robert Plant. Axel, I'll do 30 on Jimmy. I'll do 30 on Jimmy if you want it. Supertramp, Crime of the Century, VG Plus, $12.99. The Who's Next, is a VG, $9.99. John Porter says he'll already take it for $35. So Axel, let me know if you want it for $30. If not, I'll have to sell it to John now for $30. I got 2 nice copies of Bob Seger Against the Wind, $29.99. Rather Be Rockin', Tantrum, is $9.99. Dick Clark, Rock and Roll, is a VG Plus, $14.99. Really cool compilation. Johnny Rivers, Box Tops, The Birds, Lulu, BJ Thomas, Shy Lights, OJs. Axel said he'll take the Jimmy for $30. Sell that to Axel Horn for $30. We're also selling Susie and the Banshees to Michael Ling for $62. And we're selling Echo and the Bunnymen to Brandon Butler for $52. Steve Chesney said 10 for Supertramp. Is that the one I had $12.99 on? Sure thing. Sell that to Steve Chesney for $10. Next couple auctions. What do I have left back here? Voivod and Rush. That's a good combo. Rush, 2112. Man. We got a US OG. That entire first side, just amazing. When you look at it, it looks like a regular side of music, you know, of all the tracks, but that's kind of how it was presented when you look at the grooves. This is about a VG Plus cover. That's a $50 start. Rush 2112. Passage to Bangkok, Twilight Zone. Lessons is a good song. $50 start for Rush 2112. All right, Voivod. We've got Voivod. This is a gold stamp promo of Dimension Hatris. Near mint gold stamp promo with original inner sleeve. This is nice, as a near mint gold stamp promo. Voivod is a $65 start. Dimension Hatris, $65 start on that. Rush is at $50, Voivod's at $65. ELO, a New World Record, $17.99. The Moody Blues, In Search of Lost Chord, VG Plus, $14.99. The Moody Blues, To Our Children's Children's Children, $14.99 on that. Saturday Night Fever is $19.99. Saturday Night Fever, $19.99. Secret Value of Daydreaming, Julian Lennon, $14.99. Pretty much a Monkey's Greatest Hits, $24.99 on that. Bob Seger, Live Bullet, VG Plus, $24.99. Ed's at $50 on Rush, going once, going twice. Mel Gibson, Mad Max, $24.99. Then we have Sego Sucks. That is on clear vinyl, $19.99. Rogue Wave is $19.99. Simple Minds, One Upon a Time, that was $34.99. Chiefs of Relief, $14.99. Ultravox Quartet, $19.99 on that. Bananarama Deep Sea Skiving, $19.99. That's a tongue twister. Berlin Love Life is $19.99. And Queen News of the World. It is an OG EX condition, $32.99. I'm about to sell Rush for $50 if anybody wants it on Voivod, or you can wait for the buy it now at $65. Blue by Joni Mitchell is still available. $29.99 EX condition. Van Halen Diver Down was $42.99. Something New, The Beatles, 1978 Purple Label, $29.99. Then and Now, another Best of the Monkees Then and Now. I'm going to put that one with the other. Human League Hysteria, that was $19.99. Greg is at $51 on Rush. Defenstration, Dolly Does Windows, that was $19.99. Heaven 17 is still available, $19.99. Kate Bush, Hounds of Love, $74.99. We've got The Very Best of Kim Wilde, $19.99. Laughing at the Pieces, Doctor and the Medics is $19.99. And The Best of John Prine was a VG Plus, $34.99. So Ed, you're out on Rush. He's right back in at $52. If anybody wants Voivod, we'll do that for a $65 buy it now. Gold stamp promo, that's near mint. Voivod, $65 buy it now. Jeff Master says he would give $13.99 for ELO. Chiefs of Relief. I think Walt, I think I misquoted that. I said $24.99. I think I just accidentally said $14.99. But if you want that for $14.99, I'll sell that to you. Rush is at $55 with Greg, and let's find ELO for Jeff McMaster for $13.99. Anybody else? Anything that we're close on a price? You want to make an offer before these get stored away for a couple months and we don't show them again, and they're all discounted, and then they're going to be selling even faster. Sell that to Walt for $14.99. Voivod was near mint, Brent. Near mint with original inner sleeve, gold stamp promo. 1988. Very nice. Brandon said he'd give $17.99 for the Monkees. Then and Now, The Best of the Monkees. Sell that to Brandon Butler. Rush is at $56 with Ed Nelson. Michael Nath, Queen, is EX, $32.99. Pretty close to a near mint record, VG Plus cover. This is an OG. Very nice. That side is near mint minus. This side has a couple scuffs on it, here, there. And that's $32.99. We're going to sell Brent Rabley Voivod for $55. Ed Nelson's at $60 on Rush. Voivod's $55. Ed Nelson is at $60 on Rush. Oh, I have not pulled out ELO. Yes, Jeff McMaster's ELO for $13.99. Let me find that. Where are you, ELO? Yeah, 55 on Voivod. I'm in the selling mode. $13.99. Sorry, it was closer to 25. Are you offering $25 for this? If you are, I'm going to sell it to you. So let me know. And Rush is at 60. Who won the Cult album? We had a couple tonight. I really can't remember. I wonder if Jerry Stone's still watching, because I got a couple new puzzles. Let me go ahead and show those. And we got new Funkos in, but I don't know if I'll do those tonight. Sell Michael Nath Queen for $25. We have Green Day Insomniac Puzzle, $24.99. Elton John Captain Fantastic, $25.99, $24.99. The Rolling Stones, It's Only Rock and Roll. Pink Floyd Pulse. These are all 500-piece UK imported puzzles. The Rolling Stones Tattoo You. You're stuck at home in the snow. You need a puzzle to put together. Delicate Sound of Thunder is $24.99. And Momentary Lapse of Reason. Those are all $24.99. Greg is out on 2112. Ed Nelson has that for $60. Going twice, going 3 times. I do have that other crate of kind of obscurities. About to sell Rush. Susie wants the Dick Clark for $9.99. Sell that to Susie. And final call on Rush. Here's the last things. I'm just going to make these buy it nows. Everything I had left in the auction bin, which was some stuff, you know, I don't know if they really should be auctioned, but I'm just going to make them buy it now. So we got Bronski Beat for $24.99, hundreds and thousands. Bronski Beat is $24.99. Onslaught is a VG copy for $24.99. Onslaught, The Force. So Bronski Beat, $24.99. Onslaught was a VG for $24.99. The B-52s, $34.99. I don't think I've ever had that one. Bouncing Off the Satellites, $34.99 for that B-52s. This other Simple Minds is $24.99. Sparkle in the Rain. And the Michael Jackson Thriller picture disc, that is $34.99. So $34.99 for the 25th anniversary picture disc, $24.99 for Simple Minds. Brent Hall wants B-52s. That was $34.99. Onslaught was a VG, $24.99. And the Bronski Beat was $24.99. Let's go ahead and sell Rush to Ed Nelson. And that was for $60. He gets the Rush 2112 for $60. And my auction crate is empty. That leaves, if we recap anything tonight, it would be new vinyl. And Onslaught was a VG, The Force, VG condition. Camouflage Combat. Not bad. That was something I was going to put up for auction. Just never did get to it. All right, so that is the empty crates. Yeah, we got that crate of like new vinyl that was kind of odd stuff. And then I've got all the new vinyl arrivals from tonight. Let me move some crates around. A lot of new vinyl. I got to make a post and probably do a flip video. Everybody was pretty focused on OG stuff tonight. Yeah, I'll go through the obscure crate one more time. By the way, it is raining here in Lebanon. We'll be live until we probably finish this crate and maybe do any last request. There's the puzzles. Jerry might have already got off for the night, or he may have not wanted any. He usually buys at least one when I get some new stuff in. This crate has some OG stuff in it too, so let's go through it. It does have some OG stuff. This crate here is kind of tough. I can put up a couple Japanese records. We do have some new Japanese stuff. I'll pull a couple out of the back here and we'll see what we have. We got Billy Joel and Peter Policino should be watching. We got Billy Joel in 2001 Space Odyssey. Billy Joel Songs from the Attic is a $35 start. Japanese press near mint with inserts. That's a $35 start. And 2001 Space Odyssey. Very cool Japanese pressing of this. 2001 Space Odyssey soundtrack. That's also a $35 start. $35 starts for those. Billy Joel's and 2001 Space Odyssey. Okay. Deep Purple, Come Taste the Band, $26.99. We have Don't Be Long, $17.99. So, Walt, pay close attention. Don't Be Long. This one's called Make, Do, and Mend. $17.99. Brent's at $35 on 2001 Space Odyssey. Acid Dad, $69.99. Blue clear vinyl. Some of these, like I said, I have no idea. Acid Dad, $69.99. We've got Imarosa maybe? Pink splatter vinyl Peach Club. That one was $49.99. Hot Flash Heat Wave Soaked, $19.99. Michael Nath is at $35 on Billy Joe. So $35 on Billy Joe, $35 on 2001, going once, going twice. City Music, Kevin Morby, $39.99. White Orange Vinyl. This was I remember this one, Buck Meek, $24.99. Has a fox and a rainbow on the cover. Everyone is Dirty, My Ninan's Dead is $14.99. Baggage, Life in Misphonia, $14.99. The Relationship, $22.99. Mike Kroll, Power Chords, $14.99. Craftwork. I was going to say, I don't know, I'll probably just do some videos of the stuff for tomorrow. I was about to say, it'd be awesome if I could walk back there and flip through some crates for tomorrow, but I can't with this cart. But Apple Bonkers, Joe Guyon. I don't know, maybe late tonight I might go live so I can flip through crates, and then it'll be posted where people can watch in the morning if you're not awake. I'm sure some of y'all still be awake. This is Withered Bloom. This one may be sealed. No, it's not. It's $19.99. Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties, Routine Maintenance, $29.99. And number 2, What Does Good Luck Bring? Record Store Day, $14.99. Let's sell Brent Hall, the Space Odyssey for $35, and Michael Nath, you get the Billy Joe for $35. Those are both sold. The Films, Don't Dance Rattlesnake, $39.99. This was Holy Wave, $34.99. Kristen Bland and the Revelators, $19.99. Dillinger 4, Dillinger 4, Midwestern Songs of the Americans, $19.99. American Oi, Texas Edition, $19.99. Against Me, Searching for a Former Clarity, $39.99. And Titus Andronics, an Obelisk, $14.99. Yeah, you probably won't be asleep, but you can catch the replay. We'll be doing a replay, or you can, I'm just going to be flipping through possibly some stuff back there in the back. Let's see here. How about Chicago and another Billy Joel? We can't have a record sale unless we show a Chicago record. So we have Billy Joel Glass Windows. That's in shrink wrap with Obi and Hype sticker with inserts. That's a $35 start. And we have Chicago 18, another near mint, pristine Japanese pressings. Those are $35 starts. Iron Cheek 3, You Can't Stay Here, $19.99. Microwave, Much Love, that is $69.99. Michael's at $35 on Billy Joe. The Happy Fits Concentrate is $39.99. Rarity, Alive in Your Ears, $17.99. Outside Inside the Tubes, that's $19.99. Jefferson Starship is $14.99. Chili Whack Opus X is $9.99. The Southern Hillman Furry Band is $9.99. And Deep Purple Perfect Strangers, $26.99. Bruce Lee Japanese on the way. Any show up? I don't think we have any for this week. No, I don't think we have any yet. Clint's at 40 on Billy Joe. Let's see. What else? How much is the Holy Wave? The Holy Wave that one was right here. Holy Wave was $34.99. 2013 green and white vinyl in shrink wrap near mint. Are the sneakers on that cover Chucks? Let's see here. Where did you see that at? Or is that some kind of secret code for something? Can I join your Patreon and get first chance at new vintage? No. I've had people say they would pay me to come flip through the back room to get first dibs. Somebody's offered as much as $150 to get first glance, and they would still pay beyond top dollar if they could just come in and buy stuff so that they didn't have to watch Facebook. And I said, no, you got to watch Facebook. And he still to this day watches Facebook. He offered cash money to come in and get early grabs on stuff. Not only like paying full price and then some for records, but also paying an additional $150 before a sale to come in and pick through stuff. I said, no way. Clint's out on Billy Joe. Michael Nath has that for 45. Final call in Chicago at 35. Was Buck Meat in the crate? I spaced it out. Yes, we have Buck Meat. It was right here, and it is $24.99. On the wires. Let's see here. Which one was that? On the wires. I don't see anything with sneakers on the front, but I'll check again. On the wires. No, I don't think so. I don't see anything with shoes or sneakers or anything on it. Craig Proper wants Deep Purple. Craig, do you want Perfect Strangers, I'm assuming? Yeah, that was the only other Deep Purple. That's so did Craig Proper. And he said on the wire. He was asking about a cover with sneakers on it, but I don't see anything with that title. Maybe or sneakers, or maybe or am I insane?
Yeah.
Where?
Sneakers.
Tanner's gonna have to come in and help me. I must be going crazy.
I might be going the wrong way.
We got a guest flipper tonight.
Sneakers on the
Oh!
fire.
Boy, that's like some kind of cryptic. Aaron West and the Royal. I was looking for an artist called. Plus, this is not like what I expected. Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties. Routine Maintenance. This is $29.99. Black and orange vinyl. Wow. All right. I will do 25 on Joni Mitchell. If anybody wants Chicago, I will do 25 on Joni Mitchell. If anybody wants Chicago, $35 buy it now. Michael Nath gets Billy Joe for 45. And with that, I think we're ending the show for tonight. Tomorrow, same kind of stuff, same kind of auctions, same genres. That's tomorrow night. Amazing Records. Tomorrow night, tune in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a bunch of stuff off that's like amazing records I already know that's back there that we're going to auction. I'll probably try to make some kind of flip video or actually an on-camera video, me just showing those to y'all. I'll have John clean them and grade them, and then we'll auction them tomorrow night. After he does that, he'll be pricing stuff, and I'll be pricing stuff tonight. This new vinyl that Ed tagged for me that's all Discogs. And we'll have some great stuff tomorrow night. So that's what we're doing. If no one took Joni, I will for 25. Dale Sanders, if you want the Joni Mitchell for $24.99, let me know. If not, we're going to sell it to Michael Harrell. If anybody wants Chicago, $35 buy now. We had an entire crate of Japanese stuff we didn't get to tonight, but we had plenty of auctions. And we started an hour late. So I guess if we would have started on time, we probably would have took a break and I would have had more stuff to show y'all tonight, but he can have it. All right, so Michael, do you have Sabotage Edge of Thorns? I have Sabotage Edge of Thorns right here. It's $49.99. The final album by legendary guitarist and co-founder Chris Olivia. 2 LP, Sun Yellow vinyl, 12-page booklet. High quality mastering, 45 RPM, $49.99. The last Deep Purple sold, yes. I didn't get the last bingo. Tanner didn't get fired. You mean Seth? Seth, you're fired. So that means Michael just got his bingo card filled. So Seth, I'm sorry. You just lost your job. Tom Sheeter wants Sabotage. Let's pull Joni Mitchell for Michael Harrell. That was $24.99. Blue EX copy. Mint ones are very hard to come by. Let me find that. We would have had a lot of time if we would have actually started on time, but we would have not really had much more to show. So maybe starting at 8 was a good thing. What happened to Joni Mitchell, or did we sell it? I don't see it. There it is. I didn't think so. All right. Jeff McMaster wants Aaron West. That is Philadelphia. So did Jeff McMaster. All right. Those last 3 are sold. Anybody else? Yeah, we still have Come Taste the Band. If anybody's else on the Deep Purple, we still have the near mint copy of Come Taste the Band, and it is $26.99. Chuck Taylor All-Star sneakers. Gotcha. Yeah, I knew what that was. I just didn't picture that on that. So, did you pull Chicago? Did you want Chicago Michael Nath? Oh, I didn't pull that. Let me do that. Sorry. Michael Nath gets Chicago for $35. That is right here. All right. I think that's where we'll end. We got a few more things to tag. We got to tag all the docking box sets, which won't take long. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock, we'll be busy again. Hope you can tune in. Hey, 2 people had a bingo. Congratulations on your bingo. Floyd, I will sell that to you for $22.99 if you want it. $22.99 if you want it. If you do, just say yes. All right. Going twice, going 3 times. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock. We'll see you then. I got to do a lot of ordering. I didn't reorder stuff from Saturday night. All right. See y'all tomorrow.